That looks good. Looks good. All right, we're on a commercial break. We're waiting for the start of the second quarter here. 3-0 Broncos lead. They have the ball. It's what's the downage? 2nd and 4 at the Denver 40 for the Broncos. Maybe this is the start of some offense in this game that's been basically punt, field goal, punt. What's up, Jacob? You got Browns tickets? Yeah, that's pretty cool. What's up, Denny? How you doing? Hey, when this does that, go to live. You'll be back? All right. Sunday night. Oh, is that the Steelers and their Browns and Chargers? Yeah, we're just waiting for the second quarter to get underway here. Had to miss the first quarter because I was a little busy this between 7 and 8, so. But I'm home now, back now, ready to go. Really doesn't seem like I missed anything. It seems like I missed like 6-7 punts apiece and a field goal by the Broncos. Oh, Bengals, Ravens. Yeah, that probably won't end in a tie. Seems like it'd be a bit unlikely anyway. All right, looks like the games. Yeah, there we go. There we are with that. Gonna check the audio really fast. All right, seems pretty good. Could probably be a little louder, but that's all right. We'll deal with that as it comes. All right, first, 2nd and 4 at the 40. Here comes the Broncos. Will somebody finally show some life in this game, or is it going to just be a slow mover? Hey, look at that. Completion, first down to the 45. Maybe 46, depending on the spot. We're having some offense now. All right, we got some major moving of the ball here down the field. Little 6-yard pass. Puts them at the 46. Let's see. Now they're in the kind of modified I formation. They're going to send number 10 in motion. That's Jerry Jeudy. They're going to go play action. Russ throws, and that's complete out to that's a running back. Screen pass goes for about 12. What's up, Daniel? Oh, new little picture. Always cool. Number 25 with the nice little screen. Lions or Patriots? I'm probably going Patriots. I don't really trust the Lions' defense, especially their rush defense. That's a pretty sad unit against a team that can run the ball with like 6 or 7 guys. So that'll be a good run on first down, or a little screen pass out to about the, I don't know the exact distance. It's 2nd down and something at the Indy 38. So we're seeing a drive here. This could be points, which are coming at a premium tonight. So this could be a very important drive. 2nd and 5. But yeah, I'm leaning Patriots. So, how you doing, Daniel? And how you doing, Matt? Hopefully you guys are quite well this evening. Russell going to hand it off. And number 25 stopped just short of the first down. He gets 4. It'll be 2nd down and 1, or 3rd and 1. Very unfortunate for the Broncos. They lost Javonte Williams for at least this year. Who knows if he's going to even be able to play next season as well. I'm sure with the advancements in like medical technology and medical science, he'll be able to play again. But boy, oh boy, when you mess your knee up as bad as he did, whew, at the position he plays, that could be a death sentence. Anyway, 3rd and 1. Can they get the first? They'll hand it off to Ingram, and hey, there we go. Or Gordon, sorry. That's Gordon, sorry. Gordon the third gets the first. The Broncos keep their drive alive. They're out to the Indy 31.
You can take inspiration. We talked about Tiki Barber before. Look at that. In a 5-year period, he had 40 fumbles. And then in a 2-year period, only 4. Tom Coughlin came in. Yeah. And I remember Tiki was kind of walking around all day long without...
Damn, there's no one here today, huh?
Just in the cafeteria.
Oh, the numbers are jumping around.
Secured to his chest.
All right. Oh, false start. You left your picks? For sure, I'll have to check them out. I'll probably check. I'll be probably checking comments and stuff after all this game. That'll be a false start on Bulls. Kind of an obvious one there. First and what is it? First and 15 now at the 36. Yeah, what a slow start to this game though, huh? At least now we're starting to see a little offense. Anyway. First and 15 play. Wilson takes a shot, and that's going to be incomplete. Welcome back, Denny. The under's looking good. Yeah, I would have said the under is a safe bet. What is even the over under in this when the game started? Yeah, press like, all that fun stuff that helps the old video out. 42. Oh yeah, that's a safe under. I'm surprised it's not in the 30s. Kind of. Especially considering like Jonathan Taylor and Javonte Williams are both out. All right, second and 15 here. Ball's at the 36. Wilson, empty back, takes a shot, and I don't really know where the fuck that was going. Yeah, I seen that. Looks like a bad route. Something was out of tune. I'm not really certain as to where that was all going to. Right now, if you're the Broncos, you're going, well, shit, maybe we should have made a move for Geno Smith. That might have been a little smarter. We wouldn't have had to give up our whole future to get Geno Smith. The Seahawks are like, well, it's worked out fortunate for us. Third and 15. Short pass. And it's going to be short of the first down. They'll get 10 yards. It'll be to the 26, so easy field goal range.
Stops him there. It'll be 4th and 5.
We knew coming in what Gus Bradley would do with keeping his secondary back and just trying to say, okay, we're going to make you throw underneath.
Like what Miami did to them, but we're getting. Yeah, I don't know how it's going to go for you guys. Offensively, it's going to be the big problem. You guys might be able to mess them up with defense because they haven't been the hottest team lately, the Bills. So I could see you guys like holding them back. And this will probably be good for McManus. I don't imagine he misses a 44. Yeah, it's right down the middle. Easy kick. But it's the problem of the Bills' defense is really good as well this year. Even with all the injuries, they're really good. There's a commercial break coming. It's 6-0 Broncos. 6-0 Broncos. Commercial break coming up. 10:58 remains here in the first half. 10:58 in the second quarter. It'll be the Colts ball on the kickoff when the game comes back. But yeah. So you guys might be able to defensively hang with Buffalo, but offensively, you guys just won't. I feel for a rookie quarterback against a tough defense. I mean, it's not that crazy to think, Denny. I mean, their defense is really good. If Bailey Zapp's playing, I'm probably going to have the Browns win. You might have. I don't remember. I don't know. The Bills are a great team and everything. Just the last couple games, they seem to have slowed down offensively. So, something to watch if you're a Steelers fan. I mean, if you want to, you can do it. No big deal. Brissett has been manageable. I think he'll give the Chargers some trouble. Maybe. Potentially, yeah. The problem with the Browns is they're on like a limited schedule with Brissett. It's like the truth with any backup quarterback. I've got a theory that a good backup that doesn't get a lot of play time can win you about 3-4 games pretty easily if you have a good team around him. And that seems to be true even this year with the case of Cooper Rush and Jacoby Brissett. I would imagine the clock's run out on both of those guys coming into this week. We'll see, though. With Rush, I have a bad feeling that Cowboys fans are going to be like, oh, yeah, okay, we're going to stick with Dak, I guess. The whole Cooper Rush mania probably dies against the Rams in the hands of Jalen Ramsey. I would wager. Them throws aren't good enough to cut it against an actual defense that isn't, the Commanders and the Giants.
As the Bronco 4 MVPs, Super Bowl champion with the Colts, Super Bowl champion with the Broncos. And there it is.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know. The AFC has been kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Underwhelming for what we thought it was going to be. I wouldn't even say a 1-3 team is completely out of the playoff picture yet. I mean, hell, look at the Bengals. What they start 0-2, suddenly they're 2-2 and playing with the division lead. So I don't know. Washington, Chicago next Thursday night. That's a game we probably won't cover. What's up with all these crappy ass games on Thursday night this year? This is assuming Zappy's playing. Yeah, it's probably a safe bet.
And then Luck is his starter. He retires. Brissett comes in, then Phillip Rivers comes in.
No, Brissett went 7-9 in 2019 for the Colts. It wasn't terrible.
Two horrible games at the end of the season, including the one in Jacksonville.
Who, by the Lions?
And here's Ryan. So Frank, a quarterback.
The Lions got clapped up by Geno Smith and Rashad Penny with no offensive line. I don't really think that... I don't know if the Lions can even stop our... We might run for 600-700 yards on 8 carries against the Lions. I'm not even trying to be funny. If they had trouble tackling and getting through the Seahawks offensive line and tackling Rashad Penny, are they even going to be able to stop Damian Harris or Ramondre Stevenson? Oh, I know, Steelers. That's just my guess on the way that game... Like, can the Lions even stop those two guys? We'll see. You know what's even weirder about the Lions not having a good defense is like their offense is really good, and usually like one side of the ball can help sharpen the other side. It's just not the case in Detroit. New England takes a 3-0 lead with a bunch left in the first. All right. But I will say though, if the game does break down and go into the 30s, the Lions will probably beat the Patriots. Because I don't know if the Patriots right now with the rookie quarterback can play in a game that breaks into the 30s. That's even a struggle with Mac. Hey, look at the Colts getting a first down close to the 50. All the way to the Indy 47. Yeah. I wonder what team really messed Jared Goff up that year. I wonder if the Patriots would respond well to playing a guy like Jared Goff. I don't know. Let me think about it. My best bet, Nathan, if Jared Goff was put on the Rams, let's just say, like as an example, I'm going to use one of the better teams in football. I'm going to use the Rams. And they were to play the Patriots. I have a feeling you could replicate a very similar, about a 13-3 is something I'd think about. I think that the Patriots know how to play Jared Goff so well, just a guess, just a gut feeling, that they can completely eliminate everything he does and every tendency that he could have and, just be completely ineffective. Go from 40 a game down to 3. That's my guess. No way I should, that's just my guess. I don't have any way to back that up or anything. I've never seen the Patriots. Oh, that's holding. Lions lead 7-3. Sheesh. That'll probably be holding somewhere. Nathan, you do know we played them in the Super Bowl, right? And we held Jared Goff. Yeah, that was holding. That was very clear. And we held Jared Goff to 3 points in the Rams-Patriots most recent Super Bowl. And Jared Goff was on a much more talented Rams team, and we shut that dude completely down. Zero answer. Yeah, I was being funny, or trying to be, but I'm not very funny, so. Anyway, 2nd and 18. Ball's at the 39, 38-ish yard line, right in between the two. Matt Ryan throws, little dump off, gets a bunch of yards. That was a good pickup. Oh, fumble! Picked up by the Colts, it looks like. Oh, the Colts picked it up. And it looks like they got the first as well. Woo, that was close. Number 14 got that ball punched out on him, huh? That's Mike's guy, Alec Pierce.
He comes across, he gives you an idea. You think of him as a vertical threat, but boy, after the catch, and then there's
I will say I'm surprised the Patriots didn't draft him for no particular reason. You know, he looks like a typical Patriots receiver, pretty prototypical. Small gain there by Philip Lindsay in his revenge game against the his former team, I guess.
This kid could be at the end of his career could be as good as anybody in the league at corner.
Touchdown New England. Oh shit, 10-7 Patriots now. Let's go. By the way, if you haven't left a like, consider doing so. It helps out with the yellow badge that we get on the streams. We have 9 likes, so you know, if you haven't left one, consider doing so. It helps out quite a bit. Gets the interactions up, pushes the stream out, yada yada. What's up, Water? About the style of Rodgers' haircut? Yeah, it looks hilarious. I don't know what he's trying to do, but it's certainly an interesting haircut. Looks like he lost a bet, kinda.
That's what he's been known for. He's going to run through those arm tackles, fired up to be back home.
Like, damn, dude, what happened? Did you lose a bet?
Gotta be patient. May not be pretty. We gotta be patient with this scheme with our running game.
Here's Jackson. Checking with Kaylee.
Al, Philip Lindsay acknowledged to me his time on the Colts practice.
Hey, what's up, Charles? Does anyone remember Sudden Death movie when Jean-Claude Van Damme fighting a Pittsburgh Penguin mascot? No, I don't remember that movie. That sounds funny, though. Dolphins, Jets. Dolphins will probably win. Jets aren't very good. Why? What do you think about that one or something? Nothing to do with the football, but the Tigers couldn't even win the final game. Yeah, they finished with 96. Hopefully they do better next year. Oh, intercepted. Number 50 with number 30 with the pick, and he gets pushed out of bounds. The Broncos stopped what was a promising drive for the Colts. They were all the way down to the Denver 24. Number 30 with the pick. I think that's Simmons. Caden Stearns. Oh, Stearns. All right. Stearns with the interception to give the Broncos back the ball. 1st and 10 to the Denver 38. Caden Stearns with the interception. 5:39 to go in the second quarter. 5:39 to go in the first half. 6-0 Broncos lead. They have the ball at their own 38. What's up, Liz? What was perfect timing, Denny? What's up, Ravens? Also, NHL and NBA preseason starts this week. Yeah, I could see there's a bunch of hockey stuff going on. Colts somehow beat the Ravens. Chiefs. Yeah, that's what happens. Colts always seem to beat them. But yeah, I don't know what happened with them, Water. Is what it is this season with the Tigers. Injuries kind of fucked a lot of things up. Eagles' undefeated streak will remain intact. Fair enough. The playoffs, yep. It's a commercial break right now, by the way, everybody. Oh, okay. Oh, that is pretty good timing then, Denny. That's pretty good. Well, yeah. So it's been a pretty defensive game because neither team's good at offense, but in fairness to the offenses on the field, the defenses have been playing pretty good despite how bad they are. The offenses are. Oh, cool. It's back on.
The Washington Commanders come into Soldier Field to take on the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, not ideal for the Tigers. Again, I would say injury's been pretty bad. When all 5 of your starting pitchers go down, pretty much all but one, all 4 of them down at the same time except one, and then as 2 or 3 get healthy, you lose the one that wasn't. So, and then you call up a bunch of guys, and all those AAA starters get hurt. So you're using like AA guys and guys who weren't supposed to. It's understandable why the Tigers season fell apart, and you got to take into account that at no point for the Tigers regular season did they have, you know how you like put together a lineup in the offseason, then after spring training? They never put that lineup on the field due to injuries at random times to the position players. I would call last season a wash due to injury, in all honesty. They underperformed, yeah, but I mean, fucking injuries really can kill a baseball team in more ways than what you would think. And second down, and the injuries were bad timed. It seemed like whenever the Tigers would get on a roll, a very important, like, red hot player got hurt. It was the injury bug. That was a big proponent of it. You can't just have a suitable defense, especially. I mean, you can. But again, look at the Patriots. They, I mean, they won 10 games last year with suitable defense. But then again, when games would blow out, the Patriots had no response for high-scoring games. So there is some truth to it. As long as you don't play a team that goes completely ballistic with offense, then you can do it. What's up, Joe? Sorry about that, man. So far, so good, but you never know. You took the under and the Broncos money line. That seems like a safe bet. I had switched my pick over to the Broncos last night, mainly because of the situation with the Colts and not having Taylor and the bunch of injuries. It's like, I'm not picking the Colts. I was already like on the fence and like 50-50 about taking about how this game, and I was like, I should go Broncos. This is officially the only game of the year I've changed to this point, by the way. This is it. This is my first one. I had to do it. I have I switched from the Colts to the Broncos. I did that on last night's stream because I was like, dude, there's no way that they can pull a win off. 1st and 10 at the 48. Now without Taylor, the Colts offense is so designed around him. I think the Browns will win against the Lions. I think the Patriots beating the Lions is very possible as long as it stays kind of like in a more low-scoring thing where the Patriots can control the ball. The Browns are beatable for the Patriots, I agree, but I think if we don't have Mac back for the Browns, I'm going to be picking the Browns too. The Browns have a real defense, and I don't think Bailey Zappi can handle that. No offense to Zappi, he seems like a pretty good young kid. He's down, and there's a flag. Woo. New England takes a 23-14 lead with 5 minutes. All right, fair enough. Boring game. Yeah, I don't disagree. This would be good if it was baseball, you know, nice low scoring 2-0 game, you know, 2 scores only. Sure. Who, the Colts O-line? Oh, that's a fumble, actually. I think Melvin Gordon just got the football punched out. But I think there was a penalty, so the fumble don't count. Saved by a penalty on his own team. Hey, you know, sometimes it works. 2nd down and 16. Ball at the Broncos back on their own 46. Here's the play. Wilson looks, and that was... They completed. Oh, Judy dropped it. Yeah, I mean, that's all rookie quarterbacks. They all tend to hold the ball a little too long. What's up, Afro? Hopefully they but again, you got to understand, Joe, with Zappi, why he was holding the ball. That was the first game that he was ever like active in. Like he had spent the first 3-4 games of the season like on the unactivated, like sitting on the bench rolling like a hoodie. So his, it's just his exposure to actually like being in like action is so low. He's just got to learn you can't hold it that long. That's all. Well, that's a lot of rookie quarterbacks. That's why they're not very good to start. A lot of rookies have that fucking hold the ball tendency, and it's so bad. Mac does it too. It's because the Patriots line is really, really good, So they think they have way more time than they actually do. It's like a optical illusion for them or something. But what's up though, Apro? How you doing, boss? What's up, Jose? Yeah, I've seen the Super Mario trailer. It looks really good. I think they need to kind of like pitch up the voice of Mario a little bit. But overall, yeah, it sounds really good. Bowser and Toad sounded great. Jack Black and Keegan Key did really good on their voices. You have New England 23-14. That's what I kind of figured by your scores. That'll be down at the Denver drops it to the 15. I'm going to the final installment of the Michael Myers on October 2. Oh yeah, I forgot that comes out pretty soon. All right, commercial break here. Once Paquette gets, yeah, I think Paquette will be pretty solid. All right, Colts get the ball back. This Broncos unable to capitalize on a turnover. It's 3:48 remaining in the second, 3:48 remaining here in the first half. 6-0 Broncos lead. Colts have the ball at the 15. It's 1st and 10. We'll see what they can do with it once the clock comes, or once the game comes back. What's too low? That looks good. Could be a lot of potential. Yeah, Zappy looks kind of looks like he didn't know the playbook maybe as well as he should, but when he did get a throw off, it looked good. That's why, yeah, he just looks like the playbook is a mystery. And again, that's the issue, like, for Patriots fans. It's like, why didn't he look so, yeah, again, he looks a little lost. But like, if you're used to like Mac, who didn't look lost at all as a rookie, I think the weirdest, biggest difference is Mac has like a football savant. So like he learned the playbook so fucking quickly and so like mastered it. He was helping Cam out in camp. The reason we keep around Brian Hoyer has nothing to do with like learning things. It's just like learning how to be a Patriot for Mac. Why not? Well, what's your reasoning? Did the Lions suddenly get a run defense? No, Mac shouldn't be back this week. He could be, but I doubt it. Everything's going good. Yeah, everything's going good. Nice and smooth. The writing's coming good, so I'm, having a good semester. Yeah, cool. Again, did that help them win the game? Has that won them any of their games this year? Except against Washington, who was god-awful. Really? We just held the Packers to 27 points? That's not good? Held the Dolphins to 20?
Only on Prime Video. Cannot be there. It's the City Council digs here in Denver. And there's Ryan Kelly going to the locker room. So the offensive line...
Yeah, but what are they going to do when we run the ball and hold the ball for the majority of the game? Like we did against the Packers and almost beat them with that strategy. The Lions, like, don't, like... Okay, so I have a question for you, Will. What do you think of the Seattle Seahawks offensive line? 1st and 10 at the 15 for the Colts. 3:45 to go in the quarter. That'll be first down for the Colts, out to the 25. Would you say the Seahawks have a pretty goddamn bad offensive line? Yeah, we've won. We can win outside of the quarterback. Again, we can probably run for almost 200 yards in that game, but you're not answering my question. The Seahawks, yeah, okay. So would you say the Patriots have a better offensive line? The answer is yes. Oh, okay. So you're just lying now. Okay. Well, I'm about to ban you if you don't start answering honestly. So Mac Jones was a good quarterback last year with the bad offensive line, a bad defense, no help. He just put a bad team in the playoffs. How good is Mac Jones? Jesus Christ. No, Mac Jones is elite. He put a bad team in the playoffs as a rookie. Do you know that means he'll win a Super Bowl, right? Like with your evaluation, Mac Jones took a 7-win team, put him in the playoffs with absolutely nothing around him. Hilarious. Hey, we're hearing it hurts from well. Mac is carrying the Patriots. I wouldn't really say that. Maybe a second, you know, maybe the #2 overall defense in football last year and like one of the top 5 offensive lines year in and year out helped. But hey, whatever. I'm sure both teams in this game would kill to have the Patriots offensive line. Yeah, we beat the Steelers too, so that's cool. Cool, we'll probably beat them. Again, do you think the Lions, who couldn't tackle Rashad Penny and get through the Seahawks offensive line with their terrible run defense, are going to be able to get through the Patriots' much better offensive line than the Seahawks and way better run game?
Allen, how about this throw? 3rd and long. Nice long throw by Matt Ryan. Good route.
We're talking about the Lions right now. Do you think the Lions, who we were just talking about, we're not talking about the Browns.
They might want to take a peek at that. If you go by, that's why Frank Reich's so upset. You go by where he caught the ball. Well,
Listen, I know you're upset that your team choked in the Super Bowl, but you got to calm down, okay? I'm a fan of a team that doesn't choke in Super Bowls. You aren't. So you better know your place here, little dude. You want to know what your team's history and legacy is? Failing in the first playoff game that they play in, and then last year choking in the Super Bowl. So, no, it's not. You're a team full of choke artists. Enjoy that legacy. It's just going to be just like Carson Palmer. By the way, enjoy Joe Burrow till he leaves after his first contract is up. Just like Carson Palmer did. He's going to leave your team high and motherfucking dry and probably go win a Super Bowl somewhere else. Sorry to tell you. But just like Carson Palmer, he's going to go, bye to your sorry fucking franchise. He ain't staying. I can guarantee, I can almost guarantee he's gone. He'll go be a Saint. He's going to be a New Orleans Saint. I hate to tell you this. He's going to be a New Orleans Saint. Just remember this. Remember me saying these words. Joe Burrow will be a New Orleans Saint before he stays on the Bengals for the rest of his career. How's that feel, bitch? He won't be there for long. Hopefully you win a Super Bowl while he's here, because it probably won't happen because you're a fan of the Bengals. But hey, you know, that was pretty much winning it for you guys, was getting there. Anyway, 2:30. It's a reviews going on, so there's a challenge on the field. Ugh. But anyway, I'll stop being mean to your pathetic football team and their legacy of choking and blowing games to the 49ers. Cool, we had a rookie quarterback. What'd you guys do Joe Burrow's rookie year? Oh, yeah, he got fucking hurt. What's going to happen this year to Joe Burrow? Hopefully he doesn't get fucking hurt. You know what's weird is you probably shouldn't be being mean to me as a Bengals fan, because I'm one of the only people who defended your bitch-ass fucking football team with how bad they played at the start of the year. I don't know why you're being like this. But, like, you're attacking the wrong person, like, personally. Whatever your problem is, I don't know why you're deciding to go after me. But, like, I've been nothing but kind to Bengals fans. You don't understand. You're going after completely the wrong guy with your attitude. Everyone else in here has been shitting on your team. You can ask every single person in here that watches me with any regularity. I have been the biggest defender of your football team's bad start to the year. I even still have you guys winning that division. I don't know why you're being so rude to me. Are you new? Well, I don't think you are, because you know I'm a Patriots fan. What happened? What was the call on the field here? It'll be 4th and 10, Indianapolis. Okay, so it's 4th and 10 now. What's up, Rams? Fair enough, though. Well, till he. Yeah, literally. Oh. Maybe. Or we'll just run the shit out of it. Like, you don't know, we can neutralize teams that don't have running quarterbacks very effectively, right? Like, look what we just did to the Packers. We neutralized them. If your quarterback isn't as good as Aaron Rodgers at figuring out how to play us, you're fucking doomed. All right, fair, okay. They might. Better hope we don't have Mac back at that point. 2 minutes remain here in the third quarter. 2 minutes remain here in second quarter, sorry. 2 minutes remain here in the second quarter. I was looking at the score, which is incorrect. It's 6-0 Broncos. Both teams have 3 timeouts. Yeah, I mean, you probably should beat the Patriots. Uh-huh. What have you guys done or won recently that didn't involve a loss the following week? My team won a Super Bowl in the year 2019. Cool. We did that like, I want to say 10 times in the last 20 years. Like, we won the Super Bowl in 2019. The 2018-2019 Super Bowl. We're the champions of that season. Can you guys ever call yourselves Super Bowl champions? You know what's going to be funny is Jamar Chase is going to do nothing against the Patriots. And the Bengals fans are just going to be perplexed how Jonathan Jones shut down their best player. Like, yeah, because that's what we do. We shut everybody down, and now we're gonna have Jack Jones to shut down their other fucking. Yeah, it's gonna be really funny. Yeah, I do like that you guys were AFC champs. I found it hilarious. I was rooting for you the entire playoff run. Why do you think I hate the Bengals? Yeah, and then you lost to Mitch Trubisky in week 1, dude. What are you doing? Your next game after the Super Bowl was to then lose to the fucking Mitch Trubisky-led Pittsburgh Steelers. Just like you always do. Because the Steelers own your poverty franchise. Sorry to tell you, boss. And then you followed that up with a loss to Cooper Rush. Wow. You lost to Cooper Rush. I genuinely don't want to hear anything from you, Well. 2nd down and 3.
All 3 timeouts are in their pocket. Lindsay is the back.
You know what sucks for everybody else? Nobody can say shit about who we lost to because we lost to the Dolphins, Aaron Rodgers, and the Ravens. It's like, yeah, we lost to 3 playoff teams. Fucking suck my dick, everybody. We've lost to real teams. You guys have lost to a bunch of fucking fraud-ass teams. We lost to what most people call the second best quarterback of a generation in Rodgers. Probably the Ravens, who play one good half of football and then just shut down like a bad, like they're overheated. The Ravens are probably my funniest team of the year this year, though. They're dangerous for about 30 minutes. And I find that to be my favorite and funniest aspect of all the seasons so far this year. The Packers? Yeah, I hope so too. Or the Giants, just because it'd be funny. The Steelers do own you guys. It's a very rare instance when you guys beat the Steelers. What do you do, dude? Well, we know what goes on in the AFC North. You're a punching bag to the Steelers. You and the Browns just get like, you guys get put right in between the Browns. Yeah, you beat them. What? When was the last time you beat them twice in a year? Steelers, Nathan. When was the last time in your memory that you lost like that to the Bengals? How long was your winning streak prior to the last time you guys lost to them? What was it, like 30 fucking games? 40 games? Some crazy shit like that? Did Andy Dalton ever beat the Steelers?
He comes all the way back to this football and can't.
Like, genuine question. Did Dalton ever actually beat Pittsburgh? Did those events happen?
The right foot's good. The left foot was, and then that heel.
He might have once, maybe twice. Did he ever do it? Like, did Carson Palmer ever beat the Steelers?
Third down and 10. Damari Mathis, a rookie, now comes in to supplant him.
Did he ever beat him? That's the question. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up. Andy Dalton career record versus Andy Dalton record versus Steelers.
Well,
He's 3-13 against the Steelers in his career.
picked in the third round.
All right, Steelers own you guys. No, that's 16 games. That's 8 years of football, and he won 3 times. You can't really be like, we own him. We beat him twice last year. What about the previous decade? We'll look up Bengals versus Browns at halftime.
2 or 3, he's holding up, and then there'll be a holding call or a false start.
No one here is arguing in favor of the Browns. You guys both suck.
Fifth regional on CBS on Sunday.
Was 2 times as good as Matt Ryan is. Now I agree, Joe.
From the 44-yard line.
End career Carson Palmer was awesome. Oh, that's holding.
Flag is down again, and the catch is made at the 26. Ashton Doolin.
27-13. He sacked him 8 times. Jesus Christ. The Bengals are less poverty than the Browns, though. The Browns are one of the premier shit teams in all of pro sports. Them. At least the Lions have had like all-time great players come through. The Browns literally have had like Jim Brown, and that's about it. No, I wouldn't say the Lions are worse. The Browns have done nothing except lose a lot of games. Like, you don't understand. The Browns? Oh, wow, a whole playoff win. That's cool. How many good players have come through Cleveland? 1? At least the Lions can name off a Rolodex of Hall of Famers. Jesus Christ. They have Jason Hansen, one of the more iconic all-time kickers. They've got Matthew Stafford, who's probable Hall of Famer. They had Calvin Johnson. They've had Barry Sanders. They had Billy Sims. I mean, like, the Browns can't name off 5 people that have been, like, good. Yeah, they won as many playoff games in the 90s as the Browns probably ever won in their franchise. The Browns also lost their football team to Baltimore, and now they're a new version of the Browns. Nah, Browns are much worse, man. The Browns historically are much worse than the Lions. I'm telling you, even Browns fans will come out and be like, nah, he's making good points. Our team was bad. You know, they got a list of 30 quarterbacks that have failed there. The Lions don't have that. Okay. You're too focused on a singular playoff win that ended in them losing the next week. Unless they won the Super Bowl, I don't care about a singular playoff win. I hate to tell you this, I know your team is so bad. A singular playoff win is a mark of being a team that's on the way. But like to a team like the Patriots, that doesn't mean shit. Like you're supposed to try to be a good team. I'm going to tell you something. Winning 1 playoff game in the wild card round, don't brag about that. Don't hold that up as a shining example of how great you are as a team, or as how great any team is. What happened the next week? It's like Bills fans. It's like, yeah, we won that 1 wild card game against the Patriots. What happened in the divisional round? Yeah, I don't disagree with you on the Jets. I actually, historically, the Jets at least got to 2 AFC championship games in like the early 2010s, late 2000s. I don't know. Falcons at least have been to a Super Bowl.
And that's going to pretty much take
Texans are abysmal. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, like, are you talking about in the, like, pre-NFL era? Keith, I'll tell you something. I don't give a fuck about the AFL's history. I also don't give a flying fuck about pre-NFL history about teams being. You know, the Lions have a bunch of championships too prior to the formation of the NFL as we know it, right? The Super Bowl era. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, the Lions won a bunch of Super Bowls too, or championships. What are we doing? They were one of the better teams prior to the formation of the NFL. What are we doing that? Yeah, I know history of football, dude. I just don't care about the fucking 70-year-old history of the NFL. I'm going to be real honest, man. What good does that Cleveland team is now I'm pretty sure that's the Baltimore Ravens. I'm sorry you're being sensitive, but like I don't give a shit about pre-NFL stuff. Sorry you're sensitive. Anyway, 17 seconds left in the quarter. 4th down here for the Colts. Looks like they're going to try to kick it. Are they punting it or are they going for? Are they going to just try a long field goal? Yeah, people go like, yeah, you know that they won titles in the AFL, right? And they won championships. Yeah, so did the Lions. What does that mean? Yeah, so now you can't. Okay, so now you can't say the Lions never won anything. They have championships too. Cool. That doesn't improve the Browns' argument being better historically than the Lions. If you really want to do that, then that doesn't like really change much. They both won. Who do I think is the worst? Probably the Browns in the modern era of football. Because again, the Browns have like no impact players outside of Jim Brown in this era. Probably the Texans. If you're talking all football, yeah. Yeah, I'm not talking about like the history of the game. We're literally talking about like modern era football, dude. Keith, like we're not talking about like the entire, like we're talking about like when the NFL started. Like we're talking about specifically context of NFL, not like when the game was played, when forward passing was a questionable affair. Like nobody wants to go back that far. Because again, that just complicates it. Well, because it's like, all right, well, both teams won championships. Then you can't use that as to prove who's historically better. At least Detroit didn't lose their franchise. No, I don't really count it. I'm counting Super Bowl wins. We're counting like, see, Keith, you came in screaming about titles and like stuff that don't exist in the NFL. When we're specifically talking about success in the parameters of the NFL, not like long-term history. We're literally talking about like the history of the NFL, not like, you know, like the actual like when the Super Bowl era started from 1 to what are we at 56? That's the history we're talking about. Like everybody knows there's other history in football, but just nobody. We're talking about like Super Bowl era. Yeah. I don't know why you came in screeching about stuff that everybody knows about. See, the funniest thing about this with Keith is he thinks he's like the smartest guy, thinking like they didn't know this. It's like, dude, like AP is 14 and he knows that. You do know like that's like baby knowledge for football fans, right? When you find out that there was a league before the NFL. Oh, I found that out when I was 12. That there was a thing called like the not NFL stuff that was before it, and then like the Lions and like a bunch of bad teams were actually pretty good in it. Like, dude, you didn't impose any knowledge on a single person watching this broadcast. I don't know why you came in hot like that. Nathan, are you counting the pre-1960? Are you counting the entire history of the Bengals, including their time prior to the Super Bowl era? Do you see how weird that would sound? If you just don't cap it at the Super Bowl era and work forward from there, because it's two different eras of football. Really, at some point we have to cap off the current era from like 65 to there's an actual era you can cap off. I would argue it's what 2000 and yeah, it's a bad game, Ben. I don't know when the eras would change. Yeah, this game's it's going to halftime here in a second. 6-3. I appreciate everyone who's tuned in, though. I thank you guys. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the chat anyway. We're having a fight between AFC North fans right now, Ven. And it's got me all fired up, so I'm yelling at random people in the chat. You got logged out, Mac. That sucks. I don't know. A bunch of AFC North fans fighting about who's the best and worst team. It's an adorable fight. I don't know. Hey, thank you. We're up to 14 likes. I appreciate that, everybody. If you haven't left a like, consider doing so. Helps the stream out, makes it perform a little better. I appreciate you. Browns versus Bengals. The Bengals. Okay, fine. We'll look up the Browns and the Bengals all time. Browns versus Bengals all history. Football database. Cincinnati Bengals lead the series 51-46. So this is the Browns, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, so the recent history, the Browns have owned the Bengals. I'm sorry to hear that, Mac. It looks like the Bengals haven't won a game since 2019. This is right here on the screen. This is right there. That was the last time they won. And then prior to that, it was all the way back in 2017 was when the Bengals last won. Bengals went on a streak from 2014 all the way to, holy shit, 2018, just beating the hell right out of them. All right, for sure, man. Have a good one, Mac. 24-10 against Cincy. Sheesh. As a Colts fan, it sucks seeing your team play so shit. Knowing their potential. Yeah, I know, Afro. I don't know what's up with the Colts and the Broncos. They're just playing, like, really bad. Just uninspired. Like, their defenses have been playing great, but I don't, you know what I mean? That's what that thing said or something like that. 2020, maybe? I don't know. You guys haven't won in a while. I've never been led astray by football database. That's not what that said. Says right here that the Browns won 21-16 and 41-16. And I remember those games very, very, very clearly. Yeah, it's been hard, Farrell. It's been a sloppy game. Yep. Sacked 19 times. You know your O-line hates your sucks or hates you. Who's been sacked 19 times already? Sheesh. Browns win 41-16. You mean 2020. Yeah, I'm not going to keep looking stuff up, dude. Sorry. You can look it up. Hopefully pick it up. It's a long season. Actually, it didn't say that. Sorry to tell you. It said you lost both those times as well. Well, dude, you don't understand. Your team has been fucking garbage for like 7 years in a row. You don't beat anybody any amount of times until last year. Like, you do realize, like, I know you're a new Bengals fan. Like, you just became a fan of them in the AFC Championship game, roughly. Like, you don't know your team. Like, you guys were a laughingstock W for any team that they played for literally since Dalton left. I want you to understand, your team has been a joke team for since Dalton left, and even at the end of Dalton, there you guys were pretty much a joke team. Do you know that? Like, do you not know that? Like, I know you're a new Bengals fan because you know you didn't exist till last year. No, I don't want to watch. I don't watch other baseball teams. That's not my style. Well, that's how headaches work. They're pesky. I don't mean to be mean, man, but like, I don't know if you know the history of your football team. Well, that's all. You guys lost most of the time, the last like decade almost. I think last year was the first year you guys didn't lose 10 plus games in almost 10 years. So you have to excuse everybody for like, you know. Yeah, like what? Like once or twice last year? I mean, good job. Had to do it eventually, right? Dude, well, we're not trying to be mean. It's just like, dude, you got to understand, like, your team's been good for one season. For a lot of younger people, the Bengals were literally bad for their whole lives, and now they're, like, good after 1 year. So to them, it's just, like, this weirdness of, like, what do you mean you guys are good? You guys, all I've seen you do for 8 years is lose football games. Yeah, you guys won 2 games in 2019. Like, you're just gonna lurk for sure, Mac. Yeah, I'll be live tomorrow. I'll be live Saturday, Sunday, the whole weekend. Dude, it's nothing personal. It's like when the Chiefs got good all of us. Well, the Chiefs were kind of on the rise, so that's not all of a sudden. It's like if any team just gets good all of a sudden, it's just like and starts acting like their history wasn't just like they were a fucking first round draft pick. They like 2 years ago they just had the first round pick. I don't repeat myself. Rewind to find your answer. Oh, looks like Nyheim Hines is hurt. What happened to did Nyheim Hines die? Oh, is that your new favorite team, the Bills? Damn, you jump from team to team. Do you know there was a stretch from 2012 until Tom Brady left that we didn't lose to the Bills? It was something like, straight up, we just didn't lose any games to Buffalo for nearly a decade. Yeah, Mac, he's already a fan of the Bills now, so this is quite the development. I mean, he's on his way to getting banned. Kind of getting bored of him. Let's see, if his account is new, it's going to be a problem. Uh-oh. The clock's ticking. If you don't say something funny soon, I'm going to get rid of you. All right, you're just repeating yourself. He'll be back on another stock account. That guy's annoying. He was just starting to repeat himself and spam. Look at how many messages I just had to delete in a row. That's like fucking 5 in a row. That's spamming. He's out. Yeah, he bandwagons, so. The Bills didn't even know what play. Exactly, that one guy. Hey, did you guys see that one guy? You had Odell back in lurking? I'm sure as a Giants fan, yeah, despite the injuries with Odell, I'm sure you wouldn't be too upset if that were to happen, eh? Like, please give us Odell. Fuck it. You like the Bills, the Eagles, and the Chiefs. I just became a fan this year. Hell yeah, Farrell. Yeah, I'm a fresh, like I just found the NFL this year, and I think my teams I'm going to pick are the Los Angeles Rams, Tampa Bay Bucks, the Packers, the Bills. Those are my favorite teams. I only like the those are the teams I have a natural inclination to just like. And the Chiefs, I guess, too. They're my sixth team. My name is JJ. I'm pretty sure JJ, that kid that comes in here with like the really long Roblox in like 7 different team names up in that bitch. I don't even think he's a real person. I'm pretty sure he's just a troll that adds new names in every so often. Wyatt's World has the Bucks beating Atlanta 608-0. Yeah, JJ likes every team. I think he's just a fan of football and doesn't understand that yet or something, which is cool. You know. I have no problem if someone's like, I don't actually have a favorite football team, really. Yeah, I just like watching good games. So I don't watch bad football teams play. Dirty Rapper, it's all the Eagles fans are basically EDP in my eyes, and their schedule is soft as the cupcake he was looking for. He's definitely trolling. 100% I think so, Farrell. Sometimes it's fun to fuck around with trolls. Give them the attention they want. I don't know. He was pretty harmless. He just started spamming and shit and started getting weird. It's like, alright, he's starting to just repeat himself and starting to spam. He's out of fucking funny trolls now. It's halftime right now, so we're just chilling. Like, I have no problem with people who only watch, like, good teams play and good games and, like, well, I just root for whoever. Whoever I'm feeling when the game starts. It's like, all right, this person just likes football. That's fine. Yeah, can't feed him too hard. What's up, James? Welcome back. I don't think you missed too much. 6-3. A lot of defense and punting. No one thinks, no one considers current Patriots fan. Wanna know how I know, Mac, that no one thinks Patriots fans aren't bandwagon fans anymore? I haven't been called a bandwagon fan in 3 years since Brady left. I think all the Patriots fans who stayed were looked at with a little bit more respect by the rest of football fans because they went, all right, those are the guys that actually like the team. Why? They just sat through a 7-9 year of Cam Newton and barely bitched. They just went, it's all part of the process with big-ass weird eyes and shit. No, don't worry about it. We'll be back. And then they were in the playoffs. It's like, I don't think you can accuse any current Patriots fans of bandwagonry. They've already left. They're Bills fans now. Or Bucks fans. Yeah, that one guy. It's crazy how bad both these teams have performed, especially since they both came in with very lofty expectations. Yeah, Broncos specifically. I do think the Broncos will more than likely turn it around before the Colts do. Looks like the Broncos are back deep to receive the kick as well. Looks like the game is back on. Let me just make sure there isn't any stupid-ass music playing in the background. All right. So we're probably going to lose to the Colts, sure as shit somehow. But then again, they got Matt Ryan, and he, you know. The Broncos scored 2 points in the third quarter. Bro, I know like 4 people that said I was never a Patriots fan. I was a Tom Brady fan. And see, it's weird that you're still a Patriots fan. It's like, well, what now? And they're like, well, I guess I was wrong. Yeah, now, you know what I was also told that I was impossible like 2-3 years ago? Being a fan of 2 teams because there's an AFC and an NFC. Do you know how many teams now, how many people now embrace the whole you can root for more than one team ideology? You could even be a fan of more than one team. It's a growing sentiment amongst the NFL because dudes are tired of just They're like, man, I really like 2 or 3 different teams. It's like, then fucking root for them, dude. What are you doing? Why are you torturing yourself like this? No player stays glued to a single team. Like, it's like, don't torture yourself with just strict fandom. Why? Like, it's fun watching the Patriots and Lions. I got 2 teams I get to root for. And I get to root for the Bucks in the background with Brady on them. It's like, I get to enjoy a lot of football. Other people can make it boring for themselves. Plus, there's like 18 different storylines that I enjoy going on. Specifically involving these 2 teams and their fall from grace. I don't like the Broncos or the Colts, so this is poetry to me. Watching a team that sold its soul for Peyton Manning just to be never able to replace him is hilarious. And then you got the Colts, who are the biggest crybabies ever, and they can't replace Peyton Manning either. It's like, oh, this is great. Peyton Manning ruined 2 franchises. The man I hate should be hated by both of these 2 teams' fan bases because they've never been able to replace him. There's this like weird, great poetic justice to everything I hated about the 2000s era football is right in this game and all directly affected by the same guy. Fumble, but he jumped back on it. Yeah, I mean, I've always been a Bengals fan since 2021. You know, I was a big fan when they won the when they made the playoffs. What's up, Bad Money or Monkey? Sorry about that. What's up, Bad? How you doing? MVP Lamar Jackson. Don't disagree, unless he's, you know. I would also say that there's a couple other guys that like could be dark horses based on the way the season's going. If Jared Goff keeps it up, he'll be like a weird candidate, and so will Geno Smith, but they'll probably never win it. They'll be weird candidates, though. They'll probably garner votes if they keep it up. Especially Geno Smith. His numbers are fucking phenomenal. 6 touchdowns, 1,100 yards, 2 picks. That's really good. On the Seahawks of all teams, like, oof. Cooper Rush Super Bowl MVP, Offensive Player of the Year. Okay. I mean, I know you're a Cowboys fan at least now. 4th and 9 here coming up. Broncos will have to punt this away. Their opening possession of the 3rd quarter. And much like the first half of the game, we're back into the punts. Oh, good return. And he gets crushed at the 35. Oh, the ball popped up. Look, you know what keeps happening in this game? Teams like fumbling the ball, but like it fumbling right back to the player or like right to one of their teammates. It's been one of the craziest fumblings I've ever seen. What's up, Draymond? You beat that one dude's ass, huh? So, is the Poole story real? You love Mac Jones? Yeah, there you go. I love Mac too. Trust me. I really hope he turns into a good quarterback. How real was that? That it was over Jordan Poole saying he was going to get a pool and he's going to name it Jordan Poole, and Draymond Green told him to knock the shit off, and then dude, if this really happened, Jordan Poole is probably my favorite NBA player now. He's up there with LeBron. If he actually replied with, if you keep this up, I'm not going to invite you to the Jordan Poole. If he actually replied that way, oh man, that's the greatest response I've ever seen somebody give. That is... I've been laughing all day about that ever since I've seen that report. I'm like, man, I really hope that's what actually happened. That was the conversation that led to Draymond Green punching this dude in the face. And it's like, oh, that's so funny. just the whole like asinine fucking delivery of that whole scene. It's like, if that's really what happened, if that's the real conversation over Jordan Poole talking shit about getting a pool and calling it his Jordan Poole, and because it's the, you know, it's a very clever play on words, you know, the Jordan Poole, you know. Could be after Michael Jordan. Could be after him. It's the GOAT. I know teams that I wouldn't mind seeing win. Bengals was that team last season, and I also don't mind the Rams. And you know me, I root hard for any team that beats a division rival, but sometimes that's about as far as it goes. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that one guy. I'm like that too. If like I always will. If you haven't noticed, I'm very soft on certain situations, right? Like, have you ever noticed I treat Seattle with kid gloves? And Russell Wilson specifically. Have you ever like literally heard me seriously criticize Russell Wilson's football play? Do you know I feel that I'm not allowed to do that because of what he did for me in that Super Bowl against Peyton Manning? Same way with Drew. Did you see how hard it was for me to criticize Drew Brees last year when he had the noodle arm problem? That was about as mean as I got, and I prefaced it because he's injured and because he's old. I had to very carefully sandwich that, and I also hold Drew Brees in very high regard compared to. I barely criticize Drew Brees, and I never criticize Russell Wilson. You played a high school game today? Hey, congrats, man. For sure, Mac. Yeah, I have soft spots for guys who beat teams I don't like.
I think general managers and head coaches say, let's find that.
And beating Peyton Manning is literally an easy way for me to root for you for the rest of my life. I'll just be like, well, I like that guy. He's a good guy.
Really, to get Wilson gave up a ton. Indianapolis only gave up a third-round draft.
Oh, no, we have two Mac Joneses now. Colts going to go with the handoff, and I hate the Colts, so. I also hate the Broncos, too. I'm pretty sure the Broncos were the first team I seen the Patriots lose to in the playoffs. I won't swear to shit on that one. But, was Tom Brady's first playoff loss to the Broncos? Mic up. All right, I'm back now. Sorry, I hit a cord on my mic. I don't know why it does that. Who was Tom Brady's first playoff loss to? Was the Ravens, really? No, that's not. I thought it was the Broncos.
Third and 3. That time Browning almost got the sack instead of first down.
Are you kidding me with Matt Ryan sitting there? This offensive line has struggled all year to protect him. He throws. I don't even know if he saw where he was throwing it. He gets hit as he throws this ball. And I think we're starting.
Yeah, it was the Broncos. That's what I thought. It was Jake Plummer and company.
And that is Pierce, the rookie out of Cincinnati.
Yeah, I know. Dude, you don't understand the feelings I have about the Broncos. Because young me had just watched the Patriots win 2 straight Super Bowls, right? And I'm all excited, right? I'm ready to go to school and talk shit the next day, right? Like I had been. And, oh boy. We lost to the Broncos. I had never experienced quite the most devastating. That was the most devastating loss young Rob had ever experienced.
Second down and 8. George Payton, the general manager of the Denver Broncos, man who brought Wilson to town.
And then I'm pretty sure. I don't want to say. I'm pretty sure Peyton Manning. No, who won the Super Bowl in 06? Was it the Steelers? Might have been the Steelers 06. Pretty sure it was. And then the Colts won it the next year, which sucked too. Right? Because it goes Patriots, Steelers, Colts, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that was the next year. Okay, I have that right. The Giants. And then I didn't watch football in 2008 because I got really mad about the Patriots getting hurt. So I forget who often won that year.
Good job here of just getting off of the rookie. Remember, we talked a lot about Ryman, the left tackle who's been inserted there to start, trying to sustain that block, but Williams.
Denver driving, trying to tie the game up at 3. Second and 11 at the Broncos 33-yard line. I guess 32 depending on the spot. Matt Ryan looks, throws, and it's behind the receiver. Nothing going on the play. 9:01 remaining in the third. It's 3rd and 11. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Be right back though. 2 seconds. I need to get a drink of water.
keep an eye on the rookie here. You just saw even the last one, the last play. The pressure there forced Matt Ryan to scramble away from that pressure. He's going to have Draymond Jones across from him to his outside.
He picks him up, does the rookie, but Ryan is forced to throw off his back foot and incomplete because Bradley Chubb comes from the other side and forces the issue. Fourth down.
We saw Baron Browning use this exact same move, and this time Chubb says, "I'm going to use it as well." And it's really testing this offensive line. You know, Browning was out to the outside. He goes up, and then he's able to work underneath Chubb. You know, when you have Chubb and Browning on the same side,
I'm back.
Third down, man, that is a lot of quickness and a lot of it's a challenging for an offensive line in their community.
They win Steelers, Colts, Giants, Steelers in those years. Yeah, all right. I thought so.
Field goal.
Here's the field goal try. It's up, and it is good.
With 8:51, good job by the holder Hawk. And with 8:51 to go in the
So it'll be 6-6 is the score. What happened to Rodrigo Blankenship? Did they get rid of him? Anyway, 8:51 remains here in the third. 8:51 remains in the third quarter. 6-6 is the score. It's a commercial break. Commercial break. I'll unmute the audio as soon as possible. Excuse me. Why'd they get rid of Rodrigo? What did he like get hurt? Or did he just become incredibly mid? Which is, I guess, you know, something that could happen. Not to like people like me, but like it does happen. He retired, really? He's so young. He just started missing. Oh, okay. Got the yips and never recovered. Fair enough. Understandable. Happens to kickers all the time. They just lose that ability to like feel the ball and hit it right through the uprights, and it just never comes back. And you guys got guys like Tucker who reinvent their kicking motion every so often to kick it farther and farther. Some guys built different. Ugh, commercials suck. Really slow the game up in a really great way. Just when you think the game couldn't be going at any like slower of a pace. Justin Fields sucks. Yeah, he's not the greatest, I don't think. Hey, we're up to 18 likes. I appreciate that, everybody. Hey, the game's back on. Yay. Oh, man, what the... Hold on a second.
And the Bears to kick off at 8:15 in the pregame show at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Washington and Chicago next Thursday night at Power Field. Mile High opened in 2001. The Giants beating the Broncos in that game. Full house, I think, in every single game that they've played here. No surprise in Denver.
Sorry about that. No, it's on subject. It's about football, so I don't know. You didn't need to preface it like that, I don't think. All right, Colts kicking the ball off. It'll be the Broncos' ball with most of this, half the quarter left anyway. 6-6 score. Let's see what the Broncos do. Washington and the Bears. Yeah, I don't know if I'm covering that one, man. I'm going to be pretty honest. We might do something else. I might like play video games or something that night. I don't know. I don't particularly care to watch that game at all. This one's already kind of a drag to watch.
North American sports franchise. So they're in charge right now, but bring in a new coach. Of course, that was hired beforehand.
Yeah.
Bring Wilson in beforehand. they start from the 25, and now they're going to give
They go with a handoff here on first down.
first time in the game to Divine Zigbo, a fourth-year back out of Nebraska, who has his first carry of the game.
Max is predicting pick 6 coming up.
Nowhere to go. Right now in the middle, the trenches of this defensive line, doing a good job of holding the.
I don't actually think you're possibly ahead of me. I'm watching on Amazon, Max.
They would have had 2 drives in this game where they've been able to sustain something, other than that, and it was a good job of mixing run and
Feels like it, Joe. Either one of these teams are good enough.
getting anything going at all.
Second and 8, off play action. Wilson going deep downfield into a lot of traffic, and somehow, some way, it is caught.
Doesn't look like a pick at all.
The 2 guys on each side.
Looked like a catch by Sutton all the way down to like the 20.
Washington in the same area,
Are you sure?
and he's able to come down with it. Unbelievable catch.
Because it looks like the Broncos have it at the Colts 20-yard line right now. I don't know.
Goes down. They may have helped here to open up this receiver. He's not throwing that ball, in my opinion, to Washington. He's trying to get the ball to Sutton, who ends up grabbing it. The official.
How did you feel when the Patriots lost?
Gets in the way of this.
Yeah, that sucked. It was a long time ago, though.
Have their hands
That was the worst loss I've ever experienced as a football fan. That's why when I lose games, nothing matters. Like, as a fan, like, I'm like, oh, we lost. Yeah, until you've lost a game of that magnitude, you've never lost a game before. Let me tell you, as a fan. When you've experienced that, though, every other loss just doesn't feel anything. You feel nothing. You could get blown out and you'd be like, I don't give a fuck. At least we didn't lose this Super Bowl with an undefeated record. Trust me, you don't.
He's trying. He sees. Oh, I'm in the middle of this. And McLeod, 25.
Both number 12 and 14 caught that ball for the Broncos. Ball's at the all the way to the 13. 2nd and 1. Let's see what they do. They get the first inside to the 9.
Carrying the ball inside the 10, and it's going to be first and goal. Words I thought I would never.
If Brady's ass, what does that make Aaron Rodgers? 1 Super Bowl appearance looking ass. Ooh.
Bradley, the defensive coordinator of Indy, and Russell Wilson. Again, they're familiar with each other in their days in Seattle. Gus determined not to give away those deep.
You know, Rodgers and Brady have the same amount of NFC championships.
With the assist from the back
And Brady's been in the NFC for 3 years.
2 guys to be in the same place.
Isn't that crazy?
Defending that from the 9-yard line.
Sure, I'll take Brady and win games. You can keep losing.
Get around the corner. Gordon again, that time taken down by Bobby Okereke. 2nd and goal from outside the 10.
Just nobody gets.
You can have the great regular seasons. I'll have the good playoffs and win.
These linebackers without Shaquille Leonard.
Right now, I'm up 6 Super Bowls on you.
Down the fort, that second level of this defense. Remember, Denver has struggled in the first 4 weeks of the season in this area. It's going to last in the entire league.
Does it feel bad that Brady out-earned Rodgers and Favre combined in Super Bowl appearances and wins in just Brady's career on the Patriots by himself?
6'7", 295, just shooting this gap, going actually right over top of the center. Lloyd Cushenberry. You can see that the push from the backside.
Okay. What about Favre's teams? Those were really good teams around him.
Denver offense, for whatever reason, they get down here.
A lot of them Packers players are in the Hall of Fame from Favre teams. What happened?
Had to settle for a field goal. Wilson has a little bit of time here. Everybody's covered.
Didn't Eli also beat?
So again, the crowd after that 51-yarder.
Sure, you want to? Didn't a certain someone's team lose to the Giants in 2012 to get to the Super Bowl? What happened to your team that year? That one guy. Are you still here?
This is an offense that's going to go back to the drawing board again and trying to.
Who were the teams that the Giants beat in 2012 to get to that Super Bowl that they played in?
Not give him anywhere to throw the ball.
I can't remember very cleanly. I know they upset a couple teams. Holy shit, blocked! Colts blocked the kick.
So an easy for McManus
No shit, this is really gonna be a tie. Jesus Christ. 6-6, it'll stay. Colts block the kick, keep the score tied. Number 90 gets in there and swats it away. It'll be the Colts ball. I think they'll get it at the 16 then, the Broncos will, or the Colts will.
Betting that love is just a swipe away. Betting on picking up that curious hitchhiker carrying a bowling bag.
Fair enough, Farrell. Yeah, Mag. Dale, are you on Twitch? First and 10 at the Indy 16. But yeah, Dale, it's one of them games.
So bet on America's #1 sportsbook, FanDuel, and make every moment more.
I just can't remember who the 2011-2012 Giants beat to get to the Super Bowl. They didn't beat the Packers that year, did they? Like a 14-2 or something like that, Aaron Rodgers team. That didn't happen, right? Why do I remember them beating the Packers like in Green Bay with Eli Manning? So why are you saying that Eli Manning is Tom Brady's daddy when he is also Aaron Rodgers' daddy then, by the same metric?
Your dog is your best friend. But your dog's best friend is your ex-girlfriend, because she always has irresistible pupperoni.
Oh, they went 15-1. Oh, they were 15-1 and lost. Oh, okay. So much like the Patriots, why did Eli make Aaron his son then? Just using your logic, losing to someone in the playoffs means that they father the team. All right, so then Eli fathers Aaron Rodgers too. No, that's the Jets. They're a really bad team. Sorry to fill you in. I got a feeling the Patriots might beat the Jets by 50 points, by some kind of like 50 some odd score again, like they did last year. And it'll be very funny. Have a good night, Charles. What's up? What's up, bud? That's fun. That's a fun name to say. What's up, Cooltron? We go play action. Dumps it out and nothing there. Not really a surprise.
Well, guys, another injury to add to this list for the Colts offense tonight.
Bullshit.
We just learned wide receiver Ashton Doolin is questionable to return to this game with a foot injury out.
Thank you, already. Kelly is questionable.
Yeah, you know, people got their, you know, Joe. We know, feral child.
Can be, at least to this point, so bad it's almost good.
You're a Kitty Goes Meow fan? Oh, Packers or Grossi? Is that what you're talking about when you, is that the reference? Always like knowing if I got something right. Bengals? Oh, okay. That's from a similar thing. Oh, are you well? From earlier?
Right here, watch the job that he does and just kind of sensing this. That you'll see 72 Smith try to get out there to him, but just
damn, dude. This offense today is you know, if you want to understand what good offense is, you'd watch this game.
Third down and 15. Three receivers and a bunch to the right. Ryan hangs in, throws, picked at the 20.
I think that was picked off. And it was. It was. Matt Ryan straight up threw that to the other team.
Matt, unbelievably frustrated, and it's Caden Stearns again with the interception.
watch him show like he's going to play half, and then he ends up robbing. He'll come down, just kind of freelance, hanging out, reading the eyes, and then steps in front. Second interception of the night.
Is that Stearns again? It was. Damn, number 30 picked it off again. That's his second of the night.
In coverage and throws his second pick.
Broncos get the ball back at the Indy 27. 37? I couldn't see exactly where they went down. I know it's right around there. All right. Well, you're gone because you just made your account. You guys are just kind of all saying the same thing. So now I'm just going to get rid of everyone who's just kind of saying the same thing. Let's see. How long have you had your account? I guess you can stay, but I mean, if you keep repeating yourself, you're gone too. You've kind of said the same, like 3 things over and over again. So, yeah, Max. Yeah, you keep repeating yourself, saying the same general consensus thing. So if you don't kind of change it up and kind of maybe just talk about something other than the Patriots, I'm probably going to get rid of you. I got no use for you. You're clearly a troll, dude. No offense, but like, you know. Anyway. Yeah, that was he threw it like I thought the Broncos were on offense with that throw for a second. That's why I didn't scream about a pick. Hey! Oh, almost had a good touchdown. Damn. That was the most exciting play of the whole game. It was incomplete. All right. See ya, dude. You're weird. You're not really breaking any rule. Damn, that was almost the most exciting play of the whole game. If only 83 would have been able to clamp that in. Ain't no way what? 3rd and 10. Ball at the 27. Shoots it out to Judy, and he overshoots it. 4th and 10 coming up, so we'll probably see a punt, field goal try here very quickly after they just got the ball. That was a 3 and out, about as fast as you could do one. This game's gonna last till 1 o'clock just because fucking nobody can get anything going. Panthers, yeah, I'm pretty much out on the whole Baker Mayfield thing as well. We'll see if another block happens. Yeah, we got some rain today. Yep. This game is good. No, Cheeto, it's miserable. I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty bad game. And it is good. Broncos take a 9-6 lead. No, Broncos almost scored a touchdown. The number 83 got the ball forced out.
So entering week 5, which is the first game of week 5 here tonight, the Eagles are the only undefeated.
By the way, Matheny fired for Kansas City.
15 teams with
Well, probably. I thought he got fired mid-season for the Chiefs. Anyway, 3:19 remains in the quarter. I'm pretty sure it's going to a commercial break, so I'm going to mute it for a second. I'll unmute it once it's showing me that what it's doing. I think they've gone to so many commercial breaks in this game. They actually, like, I guess we'll just keep it on these guys talking for a second, actually, because I don't think we should go to another commercial break just because, you know, they keep changing possessions so quickly. If we keep going to breaks, people will accuse us of just not wanting to broadcast.
Really learning who you are, just jockeying for position. So you get into October, and now we start seeing who's real. Right now, everybody's right there.
September's carried over into October tonight.
I think it has.
Yes, it has.
Yeah. What is today's date? October what? I don't even know. 6? So it's October 6th. It carries. Hopefully, this will be the end.
We'll go to the Oktoberfest later this month. Touchback.
Oh, man.
25-yard line.
Chicago next week.
Yeah, Chicago.
Oh, yeah, I don't really care about the Royals, so that's cool. I guess. I don't... What does that have to do with any of this, Shlomo?
Nobody knows anything. You know that, right?
No offense, but, like, okay.
Yes. Once you can establish that.
Not trying to be rude or anything, but, like, what? Like, I don't care. You know I don't like the Royals, right? I'm actually going to time you out for 5 minutes or something like that. Oh. It's annoying. I don't give a fuck. So see you in 5 minutes. That's really retarded. See ya. Don't come to me with stupid ass news about teams I don't like in sports that aren't being covered. See you in 5 minutes. I don't have any use for anything you just told me.
first-time coordinators.
If you would have came to me with relevant Tigers news, that would have been different. But like teams I dislike in a sport that isn't baseball, like we're not covering baseball here. Why are you coming to me with baseball news about a team I don't like? I don't give a fuck. I wouldn't care if every single Kansas City Royals player died. Don't tell me about it. I don't give a fuck. Royals aren't a playoff team. I don't care. And I don't care about the playoffs if my team isn't in the playoffs. I don't fucking care. What does that have to do with the Tigers? Oh, nobody can complete a pass in this game. What is this? This is... How are these guys above 50%? Russell isn't, but Jesus. Yeah, exactly, Joe. And it's not even a personal thing. It's just like I don't care about the playoffs if my team isn't in it. I'm pretty one-teamed in baseball. Like I don't even like watching other teams play in baseball, like I do in football. Like this kind of stuff, I don't do for baseball. I wouldn't be watching some fucking teams play each other. Just because it had primetime billing status or something.
Al, the NFL is spotlighting cancer awareness this week, and at halftime here, dozens of cancer survivors were honored. They ran through the tunnel and got
I don't even think there's an equivalent to this in baseball, because baseball like plans out their good games. They're like, yeah, we'll just move them and put a different team somewhere. That way, you know, you don't have to watch them. Because at least the NFL or MLB understands to not put like your garbage out on fucking prime time like the NFL doesn't. Yeah, because nobody wants to watch bad baseball, and then baseball move bad baseball off their schedule. They'll be like, ah, we'll replace this with a real game. I think they can't do that with gimmick games like the Field of Dreams stuff. In games with ESPN, I don't think they can reschedule. But I think just about anything else they can move around. Apple TV, I think, is set too. It might be. That'll be a first down for the Broncos. A little screen pass goes for a few. Oh, fuck my board game. I never checked how many likes we have on this stream. I'd be surprised if we had 20. What do you guys think the number is at? Let's see. Drum roll. Did we hit 20? 23. Holy shit. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Ball swatted at the line. Dude, Russell's got a... I don't know what they got to... I don't know what the Broncos have to do, but it seems like the ball gets swatted a lot on this guy. There's DeForest Buckner on the play.
In the middle. I don't think there's anybody else in the league at 6'7" that's in the middle, and look what he can do to a smaller quarterback.
Colts are just busting through these lines, swatting shit down, passes, kicks, whatever they can get their hands on. Screen pass. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, out to the 20. Oh, it was all the way out to the 30. Holy crap, what a big play for Denver. Probably the biggest play of the game, all the way out to the 32. Here come the Broncos. Bum bum bum. Can you feel the momentum? Swing, or finally inch in someone's direction, I guess. Not really swing. Nothing's really swinging in this game.
You're watching Thursday Night Football, only on Prime Video.
When looking for things, you want things to affirm to your kids that, hey, you're fine just like you are, your hair is perfect just like it is, your skin tone is beautiful just like it is. And so we saw that there was a gap there, and that's kind of how we started. Amazon has helped in terms of the marketing, in terms of our Amazon storefront.
Oh shit, commercial break. There's going to be no YouTube highlight. There's no highlights to look up for this game. It's just going to be like 3 plays by the Broncos, basically. What's up, Pokemon? Or Phil? Feel bad timing Shlomo out. Felt like I was a little too mean to him, but I get annoyed about shit like that sometimes. It's the end of the third quarter, by the way. That's why there's a random commercial break. It's the end of the third quarter. Fourth coming up, you know, thankfully. We're almost done with this game, so don't worry. We're getting there. 9-6 is the score in favor of the Broncos. 9-6 Broncos lead. Pretty good. Yeah, you know, very offensive. Yeah, Phil, you know, the offense has been unmatched in this one. Yeah, you know, everything you want in a football game. You know, it's really let me clear my head and you know, really figure out what if I'm covering the Patriots or the Lions this week, and I think I'm gonna go with the Patriots. Hope Lions fans understand. We made the decision to go with the Patriots over the Lions this weekend. We ride. I am wearing double gear though. I got my Lions hoodie on. I got my Patriots hat on. You know, showing support to both the teams. First and 10 for the Broncos at the 32. First and 10 at their own 32. Start of the fourth quarter, Broncos lead 9-6. If the Broncos score a touchdown here, they actually probably could just win the game. It's like that in this game. If one team could score a touchdown, they would win. The other team would be like, oh, we can't come back from this. And that play will be whistled dead. False start. Back it up 5. Pretty much, Joe. That's what it feels like. False start. First and 15 at the 37 now. Be right back. 2 seconds.
Well, let's take a look at our next-gen stats powered by AWS. Big penetration tonight. A lot of it by the Colts defense. Look at the hit of the ball here in the backfield on 8 of the 15 carries. It's been linebackers. It's been defensive linemen. And we also seen them just doing a good job overall through 3 quarters. Nowhere to go for these backs from Denver, putting them in a lot of second longs and third longs, and it's a big night for 99 to Forrest Buckner kind of leading the way up front.
First and 15 from 37. High and incomplete. Intended for Cortland Sutton. You know, we haven't seen tonight any blitzing really, right? We have a lot of 4-man rushes for both teams.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, you know, when you're winning up front at the line of scrimmage, you don't have to. Gus Bradley, I think, was pretty confident coming in with his defensive front and what they can do. I think every week, you know, this will be a tough defense for people to move the football.
All right, I'm back.
Last week, Derrick Henry,
sorry about that.
Under 100 yards. I mean, they have a talented group and a scheme that's tough to get.
Anyway, second and 15.
Shaq Leonard, concussion last week. He's out at least till the next game. Mike Boone carries here. Third and long.
They don't have anyone to throw the football to, and their offensive line play has been god-awful based on what I've seen in this game. Nobody can get open, and their offensive line can't block. With Carson, he was able to move around a little bit, which could have hid that about the offensive line not being as good. That's my major guess. Plus, Carson Wentz had played in a Frank Reich system, so there was no time needed to adjust. Whereas Matt Ryan's... Oh, that's a pick. Damn, dude, no one can win this game. No one can... Oh, the Colts player tripped. Damn, nobody was going to probably tackle that guy either. He probably could have had a pick six if he didn't trip on himself. Damn, Russell throws a bad pick. Jesus Christ. Uh-oh. The look on Broncos fans' faces right now is they're realizing, oh, shit, what's going on? And that ball's picked off. It'll be the Colts ball now. 1st and 10 for the Colts once this updates. Yeah, that was probably a field goal too if they wouldn't have missed. Or if he wouldn't have just fucking launched a fucking punt field goal down there. Well, anyway, 1st and 10 at the 39 for the Colts. Kwity Paye was injured. Oh, that's not good. Paye was injured on the play for the Colts, so hopefully it's not anything too bad. So it's a commercial break after the change of possession, commercial break after the injury timeout. So there's a couple things going on. 14:07 remains in the fourth quarter. We got the fourth quarter to play here, and then we'll have ourselves either overtime or a winner. Kind of how most games go, but this game's 9-6. There's very likely could be overtime coming. Anyway, it's commercial break, so fun fourth quarter underway. We got ourselves. It's at least it's a close game where the defenses are absolutely making the offensive play worse. Like, I don't know. It's pretty rare to see a football game in 2022 decided the way this one's being decided. Neither team can pass. Neither team can really run. Like, if you were to turn this on and you didn't know it was an NFL game and you took away all iconography of the NFL, you'd be like, what league is this? Is that USFL shit? This is that XFL? Is it like an XFL preseason game? What's up, Fat Tater Chip? Like, you'd believe this was not the NFL if you were to just not know it was the NFL, in my opinion. That's my thoughts on this game. You'd be like, God damn, I didn't know teams in the NFL played like this. Well, what do you mean by like this? Like, poorly.
Gets the pressure. Russell Wilson looks left, and then really without even looking back to the right. Just careless with
it's just like ugly throws. Like, it's just the throws are off. It's just like, what is going on?
And then after the interception, a big hit.
Like Matt Ryan's hit. Like, it's not even like it's like people are making good plays. It's like fundamentally guys are just throwing the ball terribly. Like Matt Ryan can't throw it very well. Fucking Russell Wilson's throwing lame ducks all game. It's like, what is... Like, I understand it to some extent, but it's also like... Well, why are you guys just not able to throw the ball like you usually do? This isn't even like, this is like uncharacteristically bad football. Not even like, it's just, good defense is causing some bad throws or so. No, these are just miserable ass throws all around. And now, Russell Wilson was just taken in the tent. We'll see if he's able to return. Here comes Matt Ryan. He's got it 1st and 10 at his own 39. In a modified eye, they're going to go with the handoff. And they get quite a few, probably about a first, 9 yards. Oh, they get the first and a little extra in Denver territory. The Denver 49 go the Colts. Yeah, probably not right now, but overall, yeah, probably. It's going to take more than a few bad games with Denver for me to kind of just erase his whole career. Just like it takes more than a few bad good games to put a quarterback in the top 10. I think it takes more than a few bad games to remove yourself from it.
Midfield, Philip Lindsay, but a penalty at the 48-yard line. Flag thrown there.
Offense, number 63. 10-yard penalty. First down.
And this is Danny Pinter taking over for Kelly in the middle of the line.
Yeah, right in the middle. Head up, nose on him, just tackles him, brings him down.
If that makes any sense anyway.
The actives had some success in this game, shooting some.
No, if this continues all season, yeah, that's a different question. And it's like, well, I guess Russell just kind of sucks now. He's out that list. But yeah, a few bad games early on. It's not great. He's not playing good. But again, there's a lot of factors that go into that with the situation he's in. New coach, new system for everyone on the team already, new quarterback. There's a lot going on there. But again, I don't really know what happened on that last play there. That was a really, really bad throw. But we've seen other better guys that you wouldn't say are bad make worse throws. So I don't know. I've seen Allen make plenty of fucking really bad throws like that. So.
Unnecessary roughness, number 49 of the defense. 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Yeah, he's down right there already, and then, I mean, again, it's we always talk about this. It's not so much. I think fans are used to seeing a big hit that draws the attention, and maybe an official throws a flag here. It's just.
Oh, dude, I was trying to figure out. There was like this loud ass noise outside my window. I was like, "What the fuck has been going on?" It's a street cleaner for the parking lot in the store next to me. Like, damn, dude, that was loud.
Looks for all the world like he's ready to come back in.
Anyway,
38-yard line here.
they're at the Denver 38. Matt Ryan hands it off, and they get about a yard or two.
2-yard pickup on the ground by Deion Jackson, who's carried 10 times for 37 yards.
As ugly as this game has been.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh man, so how's everybody's night going? Right, pretty good. We enjoying them.
Somebody's gonna end up winning this game.
Second down and 9 coming up. I think the ball's at 37. I think he got a yard with 12 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter.
Back at this, it's just gonna be a check mark under the W.
Do what they do.
So
Shotgun formation, 2 up top, 2 at the bottom, kind of. Like a staggered for, they lost yards anyway, it doesn't matter.
Lost behind the line of scrimmage. That time it's Singleton who created the personal foul a moment ago.
Nowhere run brings them back to 3rd and 10, it looks like. Maybe 3rd and 11.
Unaffiliated neurosurgeon checking out that the injury.
3rd and 10.
There they are just checking it out, seeing what happened to Wilson. He went to the tent.
Damn, they're like hella inspecting to see if Russell's got to come out of the game with a head injury.
3rd and 10. Ryan.
Down goes Matt Ryan on 3rd down, and out of field goal range go the Colts.
Field goal range. Even at altitude, Barrett Browning.
This game really just is staying at a stasis. It's quite amazing if you ask me.
It's a really good wrinkle that Denver has been using on these 3rd downs, and it's been effective. Chubb's usually on the outside. He's on the inside, and Browning's been winning out here. The two of them together, and the line slides right, but still you got to block them. Even on the backside, Draymond Jones with a spin move. All 3 of them collapse that pocket on Matt Ryan.
This game is boring. Yeah, I agree. Hard to stay focused on it. Hard to find a care for it.
Sets up at the 10.
The punt. And it'll bounce into the end zone. So that'll be a touchback. 1st and 10 at the 20 for the Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 20. Here comes Wilson. He looks good to go. 1st and 10 at the 20 for the Broncos. Let's see what they do. Who wants to bet that this results in a punt? You have a 7-hour trip? Jeez. Oh, yeah, you said you got to go to Minnesota or something? Oh, yeah. It should be a fun trip, right? Morris, Minnesota. That's pretty cool. At least you get to go to cool places, right? Ooh. For sure, Kenny. Look at this guy dropping back. He throws. Click, 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 click. Numbers. He jumps up. More numbers. Math. He leaps. Math. I don't know what this commercial is. Oh, next gen stats. Yeah, whatever. This is a long commercial break. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna fall asleep. I don't know what's more boring, this or the game. Doo-doo. That's a pretty good one, right? Fucking roast them, dude. Yep, I'll be live Sunday. Yep, I'll be live Sunday for the Patriots and Lions at 1 o'clock. And then Sunday Night Football. What else we got? What are some of the other games we got? Yeah, I'm doing those games. Obviously, Patriot, and then Bengals, them, and then Monday Night Football. We'll do at least the second half of that game. I got classes on Monday. I'm gonna go with the handoff here on first down. The Broncos do. They'll get a few. Yep, and I'll be live tomorrow and Friday Friday and Saturday anyway. Second down and 3. Yeah, Trey. Yeah. There's something to take away from the game. I'm supposing. Anyway. By the way, thank you to everyone who's left a like. I appreciate you. It helped the stream out a lot. I appreciate it. Stream did pretty good so far. Here's the second down play coming. Wilson is he's sacked. It'll be third down coming up. Third down coming up for the Broncos. It's been pretty consistent all game. You don't have school off on Columbus Day. What's up, Tom? Is that Monday? I don't think so. We might. I don't know. I wasn't told I didn't have class next Monday. But I think most colleges don't really give a shit about Columbus Day.
Tonight has been the second favorite target. Sutton's been targeted 8 times. Crowd, of course, booing, but here you are in a 4th and 2. 9 minutes to go.
I think a lot of people even celebrate the day differently and treat it as like more of a celebration of the natives, and treat it more as like the day that the natives and Europeans first made contact. I think that's kind of like the way that's been reframed and shaped as Indigenous Peoples Day. Like, oh, this is the day when Europeans first made contact with with Native Americans. It's like, yeah, who did that? Just some really bad guy who was kind of a jerk. And then an even bigger jerk showed up in Cortez, and things got real bad. Yeah, they it's not exactly like a shunning of the day, but it's more of like just to remind everybody that Columbus wasn't exactly the best guy. 9:22 remains here in the 4th. 9:22 remains here in the 4th. 9-6 is the Broncos lead. 9-6 is the Broncos lead. I personally think it's more just that was just kind of like what colonialist people did. They weren't exactly, gentle people, but I don't really hold the same standards of history to the people of the past, because it's like, well, yeah, he did some shitty things, but I don't know, is he any different than any other, like, imperialist? Probably not. He just documented a lot of shit for some reason. Wrote some wild-ass journals and shit. It's like, he's not the greatest. Well, that's all right. You know. It's an important day in the continental history, because it is. I mean, it's important because it is technically the first time that, like, mainland Europeans met up with some people who we didn't even know really existed at that point in time. So that is a very significant day. Yeah, most colleges go with Indigenous Peoples Days, which is the same thing. It's literally, Kenny, am I more right? It's more of like celebrating the natives and talking about how it's more about how Europeans and natives made first contact, not so much the whole, yeah, let's just not talk about the guy. It tends to focus more on that and just more of like, you know, teaching people more about the native cultures of America. Which I find fascinating. I don't know about anybody else, but like the Native American culture in this country is kind of fucking cool. I know, Kenny. I've been in college for a very long time. I know exactly how colleges move on this, and they all move pretty similarly on this whole thing. Mainly because I don't think a lot of people really fuck with Columbus anymore. Everyone kind of learned more and more, and the more we understand about what he fully was up to, it's like, he's a bad guy. Wasn't the worst guy, but he wasn't a good guy. I also don't really hold the natives or the Europeans responsible for the whole, you know, massive amounts of people they wiped out by disease. Them people didn't know what disease was. Like when you got sick to them, that it was a sign from God. That was the number one thing. It was something from God. Or it was one of the imbalances of one of the humors. Your black bile was bad. Your yellow bile was bad, your blood was bad, or your mucus was bad. No, it might be, I think it was bile, dirt, mucus, and blood. I think that was the four things that they thought balanced people out back in the day. And if one of those were bad, normally it was the blood, they would have to rebalance you out. And they just, typically that just was cutting you open and letting you bleed out a little bit. And then, you know, probably soldering you closed or something. I don't really know. They didn't, you know. So when people are like, they purposely spread smallpox to the natives, I don't think they did that on purpose. Again, they didn't discover germs till like fucking the 40s or something. Or wait, the 20s? When the hell did Louis Pasteur discover germs? Oh, can you imagine still being the first guy to walk backwards into germs? Like, ugh. I'd have probably went crazy. Let me tell you, I'd have probably went absolutely insane if I'd have been the first person to discover a germ. Like there are just millions of little bugs roaming around that we can't see on everything, on every square inch of everything. Oh yeah, that I wouldn't have been able to handle that. That would have fucked my whole world up. My whole worldview would have been destroyed at that moment. That's how crazy the microscope was. It literally changed the entire understanding of everything. There's always going to be free food on college campuses, Kenny. See, I guess for me, I live on a Native American, like reserve, basically, because it's central. That was above the line of scrimmage. That throw shouldn't count. It should be a penalty. But it'll be 3rd and 12 anyway. Pretty sure Matt Ryan was beyond the line of scrimmage on that throw. 7:38 to go. 3rd and 12 here for the Colts. They have it at the Broncos 27. Or at their own 27, sorry. Colts have the ball at their own 27, sorry. 3rd and 12. 9-6, Broncos lead. Every Wednesday there's free popcorn. Hell yeah. I'm sure you'd like that. Did you get your free popcorn yesterday? You just grab some while you're at class or something? Little snack. In between class. Here we go. 3rd and 12. Matt Ryan looks, and they flipped it out to the number 81, Mo Alley Cox. Oh, wait, that's not Alley. Oh, it is. They didn't get anything. 4th and 10. They'll have to punt it away. With just 7:15 remaining and counting. So the clock is moving. It's at 7:15 officially. 7:15, 7:14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Clocks are moving. Big drive coming up for the Broncos if they can somehow kill some clock.
Punt number 7 for Matt Hawk. Good one. Backing up 13-yard line.
Here's a return. And and he gets stopped at like the 14. What number punt is that? I think that was the 7th punt by the Colts, which is a lot of punts in a football game. Oh, next week's an even better game: the Commanders versus the Bears. Sure, we all we're looking forward to that one. Kenny, the biggest Bears fan I know, to be honest.
Chicago Bears. It just sounds right.
You like the hotel there?
Yes.
We're okay there. We're okay.
Yes, we
That's
are.
big. That's a win.
There you go.
That sums it up right there.
12
just tuning in.
Yeah.
I thought we'd get over 12. Of course, we're not done yet. I was thinking in that 15 to 20 range.
Can't wait. Yeah, I know you can, Kenny. You got your number 1 Bears shirt or whatever, number 1 Bears fan shirt or something. You're going to run with it? Oh, shit. Oh, shit, he's rumbling. And tumbling all the way to the 32 goes Melvin Gordon. I lost all real interest in this game as it's getting down to the more serious aspect of it.
Follow Hammer right underneath that. KJ Hamler, not the biggest guy, but all he has to do is
I'll give myself major credit. I've been here since the 2nd quarter doing the whole game. One of the most boring games I've ever sat through. I feel good about myself. I'll admit that. It's their first NFC game that Prime does this season. Yeah, and it's a bit of a stinker. They got the short end of the stick on that one.
Takes a couple of Colts with him to the 38. Kaylee, what you know?
Well, guys, when the Broncos defense gets back out here, they likely won't have Baron Browning. He's questionable to return with a wrist injury. He's been taken to the X-ray room.
Oh, wow, man. A couple of great plays on that last series, and there he goes, shaking it off.
Both these teams came in already banged up, and then a lot of injuries tonight.
Only good news for these teams is they get half of a bye week. Don't play Sunday. Denver goes to the Chargers. And Indy goes against Jacksonville. And there goes Mike Boone. So on the ground,
Anyway.
they're picking up chunks here to the 45. And
5:10 remaining. Broncos get another first down and keep the clock alive. Colts have 3 timeouts. Broncos have 3 timeouts. They got the 2-minute warning to work with. So Colts do have 4 clock stops, but they're not exact. It's not really a panic moment because even if the Broncos score a field goal, they can still win the game essentially, and they have plenty of time to do so. But the clock is ticking down to 4:43, 42. All right, here's the handoff. Uh-oh. Number 24 has his own, and he gets all the way out to the 40-yard line or out to the Indy 37, depending on the spot. It'll be somewhere between the 40 and 37. 1st and 10 for the Broncos all the way into Indy territory. 4:20 remaining in the quarter and counting.
Keep in mind, he's a backside. This is a backside block. Play designed to go left. Great vision, cut back.
I don't know what the Colts are saving their timeouts for. When this clock gets under 4 minutes, they should probably use one of them.
To that outside.
Especially if they run the ball here.
Boom, 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 boom. We've got
Yeah.
four straight
So if the Colts don't use a timeout here, I'm pretty sure they're just like throwing this game. Flag. False start on somebody. I didn't really see anybody jump. Seems like a flimsy call there, but that's all right.
You know, you wonder with Boone in the game, Melvin Gordon in a three-point game, late in a game like this with his fumble issues coming in, you go to Boone just to be safe. Ty Wheatley,
Running backs coach. Had a nice career. 1st and 15. Inside handoff here. Into about 3 or 4 from Mike Boone. Clock under 4 minutes right now.
Man, where has this been? I mean, they're getting a push now.
They got Garrett Bowles, the left tackle, is the man on the ground.
Uh-oh, somebody's knocked out on the play. Damn, this game was getting down to a good pace to finish, too.
Is that the case here?
Right now, it looks like it's underneath that.
They'll probably go in a commercial break. Bowles was injured on the play for the Broncos. That's not good. He looks like he got hurt pretty good. So no good, no good. All right. Commercial break. Like I said, it'll be an injury timeout. You guys want to see a funny picture? You know how Richard Sherman talks a lot of shit about Russell Wilson? Look at this. What is this? What is this from Sherm? Taking pictures with Russ, having a friendly conversation. Unfortunately, that makes Richard Sherman a fraud. He's not as hard as he thinks he is. It's a bad look on Richard Sherman, who said who talks very differently on his podcast about Mr. Sherm, or about Mr. Wilson. He may not be as like salty about the whole situation now that he's retired and had time to like really think about everything. I don't think anybody really actually understands what their big beef was. What, that Russell got a little credit for playing decent quarterback during your Super Bowl runs? No, I don't know. This game stinks. Denver can hit like just another. If they could just score a touchdown, they'd win this game and it'd be over with. We wouldn't be forced to watch till the bitter end. All right, the game's back on, kind of. Guys getting helped off the field. That's unfortunate. Hopefully it's not too serious. Then, yeah, I think I'm going to mute it.
Jags are 2-2, so are the Titans. Indy, of course, is 1-2-1 coming in. Texans 0-3-1. AFC West KC 3-1. Their only loss was to Indianapolis.
Right.
Chargers and Denver are 2-2, and the Raiders win the other.
Damn.
So they go 3.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
The Broncos can go to 3-2 right now. Not bad.
Right.
Not a bad start for them at all, considering how poorly they played.
Right, exactly right. But that's how crazy the league is. When Kansas City goes to Indianapolis and should blow.
All right, here we go. Broncos have the ball. Second and 12 at their own 39.
Second down and 12.
They go with the handoff. And they get back to about the 30, maybe 35. Can't really tell where the spot on the field is, to be honest. I know it's a solid number. I just don't know which one it is. Yeah, it's like a old-timey type of game, I guess. If that's like your thing, you know, this is a football game. Pretty sure Indy took a timeout like I thought they would.
Starting quarterback had 4 or more Pro Bowl selections. Ryan and Wilson, of course. Neither team scored a touchdown, but there's plenty of time remaining.
There has never been a game in which either starting quarterback had 4+ Pro Bowl selections and neither team scored a touchdown. So basically, both these guys have 4+ Pro Bowl selections each, and neither team has scored an offensive touchdown. Pretty crazy. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Broncos with it's 3:18 remaining in the quarter, 3:16 remaining in the quarter. 3rd and 8. Broncos look, throw, complete. Unable to get the first.
Field goal attempt after Cortland Sutton's taken out of bounds. 4th down.
And with 3:10 left, you know, you're thinking they.
Wait, you guys are on prime time again next week? Jesus Christ.
Okay, they're going to go for this, or are you going to give the ball?
What game are you guys in next week?
You got 4th and 2.
With the way the Colts offenses looked,
Right.
why not, right?
So the crowd likes the fact that the Broncos
Against the Chargers? Yeah, that would make sense. That sucks.
to go for it.
Maybe they gave you guys way too many goddamn primetime games.
Completion of the play.
4th and 2 here.
Wilson fires.
And they get the first down.
Convert. First down, and that'll take more time.
Glad I switched my pick over to the Broncos.
Catch there. So the tight end with his 5th catch of the game.
Monday? Okay.
Two defenders react to Boone, who goes to the outside, and it just opens up the middle.
Oh, yeah, they thought that.
Quick throw on 4th down and short.
They thought the whole AFC West would be undefeated unless they played each other. And that's certainly not been the case. Though the Broncos do have a really good defense, though, I will say. Their defense is unreal right now, keeping them in these games.
To the outside goes the pass. And try to keep
Because they're one of those teams where it's like, wow, you guys should have lost every single game. But it's like, yeah, we're undefeated though, right? And it's like, yeah, or you're 3-2 probably if you can hold on here. Like, how in the world have they lucked to 3-2 with these numbers? But hey, you know, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and you can lucky your way to a lot of success, I guess. The Colts take their 2nd timeout with 2:21 remaining. Pretty obvious move there. Let me refresh this and make sure we're in the right spot.
Russell Wilson, that was a run play.
Bum, bum, bum.
Called. He saw that soft coverage and took the easy throw to Sutton. Picked up some positive yards on 1st down.
Second and 5.
The move is to go down at the 10 or the 11. Don't get the first down quite yet.
Round again.
Yeah, let this go to the 2-minute warning. Kill this time clock, get the first down, win the game that way. I mean, you ice the game with that series of moves right there. Let this go to the 2-minute warning. Don't run another play on 3rd and 4. And then you convert this 3rd and 4. That's the key part, right? That's the hard part, is converting the 3rd and 4. The conversion, they use the timeout. Then it's you just run another play and just let the clock fall off. Run another play, let the clock run off. Then it's 4th down, kick the field goal, and the game is effectively over. Oh, Colts took their last timeout. Or they do that and they take their last timeout, which is even better. It's one or the other. And now they have no timeouts and the 2-minute warning left. So if you can convert here, you win the game. You know what I mean? Or if you really, really want to be a dick, and they're probably in 2-down situations. So right here, as long as you don't go backwards, you can 100% just run another play. And take it to the 2-minute warning, then really decide what you're going to do. If you're going to go for it, yeah, this, that, or the other.
Son's playing football. I mean,
See what they run.
We've seen him for a number of years. Had some fine seasons.
Still in great shape. As you said, he had a big game. Led the Saints in rushing.
3rd down and 4.
Ooh, a little play action. Russ. Oh, intercepted by Gilmore. Wow. Oh, shit. Gilly Lock with a big pick with 2:13. Holy shit. Holy shit. Watch Russ cook. Watch Russ cook.
With a chance to do something and get at least a tie if he can move him down the
He
field.
gets the ball back. Judy went underneath, took the defender with him right here. He's going to clear it.
Oh, no, Russ.
You'll see. I think he's a little late here. If he throws
Broncos
it
fans are stunned.
He's got a chance. Now give Gilmore a lot of credit for being able to get underneath that. You're talking about one of the better corners of all time in the NFL, but a ball that's thrown late and behind the receiver gives Gilmore a chance to cut it underneath and come up with that big interception to get Ryan the ball back.
And Cortland Sutton came out of the game with what looked to be a groin issue just before that, so that's why Cleveland is in the game. From the 20. Ryan hit as he throws.
And the Colts get a reception. That'll probably go to 2-minute warning.
Wow.
He's had a couple catches.
Oh, yeah. Overtime is definitely what this game. We need more of this game, Kenny. You're right. You're right. Overtime would improve this game. 2-minute warning here. 2-minute warning. Colts have it at their own 31. 1st and 10 at the Indy 31. 9-6 Broncos lead the game. 9-6 Broncos lead. There were so many almost on that play right there. Almost fucking the ball got almost knocked out. Almost intercepted. But it turns into a 1st down for the Colts anyway. What a weird play that just was. Are the Colts destined to win here? Is the comeback now inevitable? After that play would imply. Oh, they're not even going to commercial break, really? That's different. You know, this game's had so many darn commercials, they really can't like send it to break. The producers are like, we've already done too many. We're over our quota. We can't like do more free ads. They didn't pay for this many ads. Fuck them. They only paid for X amount. We're not showing anything else. All right, 1st and 10 at the 31. 2 minutes to go. Colts have no timeouts. They got to get down at least into the field goal range. They're at the 31 of their own. Strip sack. Matt Ryan got back on the ball. Oh, there's been a lot of that this game, by the way. A lot of balls getting punched out and ripped away from guys, and like it falls right back to the player it fell out of, or like the good team gets it, like they get it back. Colts are gonna have to hurry up here. 2nd and 11. They lost a yard on that. 1 minute 30. They're trying to get everybody set. 1 minute 25. That took a lot of time off the clock. Oof, Matt Ryan hit again as he throws it. Alec Pierce with another catch. Wow. Oh. Out of bounds to the 47. Good catch off the turf right there, and he rolls his ass out of bounds. Good awareness to make sure he gets out and stops the clock. Matt Ryan gets killed as he throws the football, which messes up everything about the throw. 1st and 10 at the Indy 47. Matt Ryan drops back, looks, throws, fires, has a guy across the middle, but he's, again, across the middle. But, hey, they're into Broncos territory now. Campbell with the catch. Oh, one of the Broncos players is slow to get up. It's to the Denver 43. Denver's going to have to take a timeout here, just naturally. What a break for the Colts on the injury right there. That's like the worst timed injury ever, because now the Broncos have to take a timeout right there.
Friendly fire, you know. It's what it's like. Didn't that go to Shaq Leonard? That knocked him out. That's right. Runs into his own.
So do you think this is? Do you know how a lot of people might be thinking like, are we being over dramatic, like to say that this is like the worst football game we've ever watched? Nope, I don't think so. This is literally the worst football game I have ever witnessed. Yeah, this isn't like fun ineptitude. This is like two teams that aren't supposed to be this way. It's like, what the fuck is, what's up, Dre? What is, it's like, what's happened? What is this? Why is this happening? Let's ride. Exactly, Kenny. We riding out here in Broncos country. They're like arguably in McManus range. I think I had the Colts winning this game, so I'm hoping that they win, but it doesn't look great like it. Yeah, I switched from the Colts to the Broncos. No, Wilson's fine. He's good, Dre. Matt Ryan here with 53 seconds. They're at the 38. Let's see what they do. Here's the blitz. Ryan. Oh, almost intercepted, but there's a flag on the play. That might be holding. It might be coming back. Oh, offsides. Uh-oh. All the way to the Denver 33. Are we getting overtime here, folks? It's looking more and more likely that this game is somehow going to fucking have to go to overtime. Ugh. Man, that's bullshit. Literally 0 people want this fucking game to go to overtime.
Keep an eye on 14 and White. He's had one of their
You would love that. I guess Kenny would wants this game in overtime anyway. I stand corrected. Kenny wants it in overtime. Somebody just win it. Like, Colts, if you're gonna win now. Yeah, next week's an even better game. That one guy. It's the Washington Commanders versus Chicago Bears.
I think he came into this game thinking he'd have to potentially shadow Michael Pittman. But after this game in a way,
oh, that one guy, you missed the chance to dunk on a Packers fan earlier. This dude was in here talking all this crazy shit about how Eli Manning was is Tom Brady's daddy, and I was like, well, what does that make Aaron Rodgers? Didn't in one of the years that Eli win one of his Super Bowls? Didn't he go into Lambeau? And that guy never replied again, by the way. He just stopped replying to me when I brought up how Eli, you know, a 15-1 Packers team. I mean, I was like, wait, because I kept asking who did the Packers beat, and then finally somebody said the Giants, and I went, oh yeah, they did beat the 15-1 Packers at Lambeau that year to go win a Super Bowl. I remember now. I remember. Oh, they go with the handoff here. Surprise handoff. Ooh, that was almost dangerous. It gets all the way down to the 17. They definitely got the field. Damn it.
Boy, they are spread all over the field thinking about pressuring Matt Ryan, but they're all over with all these receivers. Nobody left in the middle of that defense.
From the 17.
Denver needs to take a timeout. Oh, all the way down. All right, they're going to have to snap this really quick and spike it. Spike it with 13 to go. Manning dismantled the Packers team. The refs tried to help, but even that wasn't enough. Exactly. I tried to remind him of that. New Orleans Saints, Cardinals Saints. That's not too bad. They have at least maybe 1, maybe 2 shots at the end zone here for a W. Can they pull it off? We shall see. We shall see. 13 seconds to go. It's looking like overtime. Bum, bum, bum. Well, Packers lost that game. They can't go back in time and retroactively win. Oh, it looks like the Broncos called a timeout. Yeah, because these are supposed to be two teams that aren't supposed to be bad or like even like shaky at football.
So the word came down. Take him out. Kongbo comes back in. That word came from the sideline. Gives
Oh, on Sunday. Okay.
to Ryan. Last thing in the world.
There's like 4+ Pro Bowl selections for each of the starting quarterbacks in this game, and the final score right now it's 9-6. Neither team has scored a touchdown.
In the red zone, the size of these tight ends are a heck of a matchup.
To me, that's that kicker is going to miss the field goal.
And he's down to the bottom. The big tight end.
No, it hasn't gelled at all. The Wilson era is just not going. Broncos country can't get it riding.
Oh,
5-yard penalty.
Oh, my
Third
God.
down.
Oh, delay a game.
So he said, wait a minute, the play clock should have gone to 25.
he said, you didn't tell me. You didn't tell me.
You talk about clock management. The Zebras need a little bit of that, too. There's the play clock in the bottom right.
Now he's telling
Sorry
Ryan.
about that.
Now he's telling Matt Ryan.
Right.
Matt Ryan had no idea that it was down to 8 or 9 seconds.
Yeah. So 3rd down and 6 now.
13 seconds to go. 3rd and 6. He throws, or he looks, throws back of the end zone and overthrows it. So now they'll trot the field goal unit out, probably push this through, and then we'll probably get some overtime coming up.
4th and 6. And
I'll be back. 2 seconds. Enjoy the overtime.
McLaughlin comes in.
Okay.
There's your holder. Hawk. 31-yard field goal. What can happen next? You tell me.
A miss? A miss?
I don't know. Anything.
Denver timeout.
Oh, timeout taken.
Terry, what about that delay game? What'd you see?
Guess there's no overtime quite yet.
Stop to get the player out of the game. So the play clock was.
Yeah, I would agree that one guy.
It was at 3. The play clock goes back to 10, not 25. So once he put the ball back in play, he only had 10 seconds to
Terry,
get the snap off.
Matt Ryan, in that situation, do you notify the quarterback before that happens? Because he's seen
4th and 6, 8 seconds to go. All he has to do is hit this down the middle, and we head to overtime.
Only 10. Get your play called and get up to the line.
I doubt he. I mean, it was 30 yards, 31 yards. Yeah, I do. This was, so we get overtime now. This sucks.
Hello again, everybody.
Ugh.
6 field goals.
Me and everybody else who's watched this entire game just groaned really badly, like, ugh.
Oh, I
Reds baseball in the early
15 to 20, right?
Nobody wants to watch that shit.
the way you've called a 9-9 game.
Yeah. Quarterback comparison. There it is
Look at
right
the,
there.
Look at the 4 interceptions collectively.
Oh my gosh.
Gosh. It's one to forget about for both these guys. The hurries, the hits, the sacks.
Last 9-9 game was with the San Francisco Giants. The great Lon Simmons, who was also the announcer for the 49ers, said at the end of 7.
That sucks, though. And now we got to stay alive for a little while longer to cover the overtime part.
Anyway.
A bunch of Broncos fans are leaving. They're like, yeah, I don't care much for sticking through this.
It's 9-9. They're like, the heck with it. I'm out.
Yep.
I'm out of here. That's crazy.
Sometimes you just got to beat the traffic. Okay.
Said the heck with this. I've seen enough.
Heading over to catch our lounge jack after the game. So the Broncos will have it at the 25.
All right, here we go.
We're going to head to overtime.
4 picks. Yeah, it's been a bad game, Dre.
Colts have already played an overtime game, which wound up in a tie.
Looks like the Broncos got the ball to start.
I did say somebody has to win, and you said, nah.
Not necessarily.
You could end up in a tie.
What would Lee Corso have said?
Oh, no, it's the start of overtime coming.
Point of a tie.
This is going to
All
take
right,
forever,
so-
isn't it?
Next thing that comes up will be heads or tails.
I don't think I've ever seen it where the home field is booing that the game's going into overtime. They still have a chance to win this game.
They do.
Just a frustrated fan base.
Very.
So spoiled from the mid-'80s with the early days of Elway.
Yeah, Daniel, I agree. This game really sucks. I wish this wasn't going overtime.
Playoffs and a Super
Yeah, kind of. This isn't a good game. It's 9-9, heading to overtime.
They both ended their careers with a Lombardi trophy.
Yeah, I would boo too and leave. Like, why is this happening? How are we going to overtime? Then 9-9.
Gentlemen, we will play an overtime period of up to 10 minutes. Each team will have an opportunity to possess the ball unless the team first in possession scores a touchdown or there's a safety scored. At the end of 10 minutes, if there's not been a score, the game will be recorded as a tie. Each team will have 2 timeouts. All reviews will be upstairs, and fourth quarter timing rules will apply. This is the coin that we will use. This is tails. This is heads. What is your call? Tails is the call. It is tails.
Hey, what's up, at Altitude?
You want the ball? Which way would you like to kick?
Hey, nice, man. How you doing on the fantasy football stuff?
Alrighty, Colts will get it. Back with overtime after these messages.
Not bad. Just got to keep pushing. Both offenses are allergic to points. That'd be a waste of money. I don't know. I would leave after the fourth quarter, to be honest. I don't know. Especially if you were like really bummed out about the way your team was playing. But how you doing though, Altitude? Welcome back. Nice to see you. Yeah, I think everybody has the same feeling of why the hell is this game pushed to overtime right now? Who won the coin toss? I missed it. This is the kind of game the NFL didn't really want to go to fucking yeah, it's not doing bad. Well, we're almost up to 7,800 or something like that. Doing pretty good. Almost, or 7,700 rather. Sorry. Doing pretty solid. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right, Colts got the ball. Let's see what they do. 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Denver, Colts had used all their timeouts. Chances are you're just going to see them run the ball instead. They go for the jugular, and it backfires. Stephon Gilmore catches that late throw, gets underneath the route, and shows he still has it. You know, out on an island, no problem, cuts it, but a shocking play call there by Denver when you think all they had to do was run the ball, work the clock, and the game's over.
From the 25.
You don't care. I picked Broncos for your brother Joe. Okay. At least, no, I was so mad he wasn't playing, so now your Rashad one is Rashad Penny. Fair enough. Yeah, that sucks for, yeah, I would imagine that makes fantasy football no good.
They took him out of the game, and now he's back in there. He's been in and out.
That last drive, when they ended up settling for a field goal, we finally saw more at Deion Jackson.
Yeah, I would say that wouldn't be good, Jose. Yeah, I agree, Daniel. I agree.
He's in there now. He's carried 12 times. Caught 4.
2nd and 9.
12 for 53 on the ground.
You're not sleeping tonight if you lose? Oh boy, that's not good.
Kylan Granson, the second-year tight end out of SMU, first down.
Watched him play quite a bit in college at SMU, and undersized tight end, but a great athlete. I mean, he will make you miss out.
Hey, they're out to the Indy 43-ish. Somewhere between the 2 and the 3. Anyway, 1st and 10 with 9 minutes to go in overtime. It's not a good game. It's not a good game. That'll be a first down run into Denver territory. Or, well, 2nd and 1 at the Denver 49. Well, for sure, man. I appreciate you checking in when you can get in, man. I appreciate you. Leave a like on the way out if you don't mind. But I appreciate you, Fantasy Football. Very kind, Altitude.
Haven't seen a lot of that. 1 yard into Broncos territory. Swings it to the outside.
JJ. Uh-oh. Number 1 gets loose a little bit out to the Denver 37. Are we looking at a game-winning touchdown for the Colts?
Wilson here, he just says, you know, get out of the run. Linemen don't even know it. Flip it out there. Now you got a one-on-one with a really athletic, fast receiver in Paris.
Yeah, Daniel. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't like hockey. It's a boring game.
From the 37.
Matt Ryan looks, throws, completes, and that'll be stopped. You're not even going to watch the Broncos and Chargers if you lose. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, yeah, you probably just have a bad feeling about that whole game heading into it against the Chargers. But I just don't want to know what Chargers are going to do to us. Prefer not to. The thing is, you guys defensively can keep your guys, like, you can keep yourselves in just about any game. The real question is, what the hell is your offense going to do? Third and 4, 3rd and 3 coming up.
A little bit better job here of mixing in some different personnel groups, good spacing with their passing game, and been getting a much better push in the
All right.
Now it's the money down, right? Now it comes down to, can this line give Matt Ryan
3rd and 4, 6:50 to go.
Give him enough time to make this throw.
If the Colts score a touchdown, they win. If
they get him the ball.
Ryan surveys. He's going to take off and not
oof. That'll be 4th down, so they'll have to trot the field goal unit out.
Makes the tackle. 6.5 to go, and it's 4.
Make it what, 12 to 9?
Have to again account for Matt Ryan because he's just not a threat to run the ball. The linebackers were gone. They're in coverage.
Could this be a tie coming?
Eventually, it's the DNs that collapse down to take him, keep him short of the first.
Colts about to be like 1, 2, and 2.
McLaughlin to give them the lead, but the game will still be extended. Denver will get a shot with their possession. Hawk to put it down.
And it'll be good. All right, pressure's on the Broncos. They are going to have to tie this one up. 12-9, Colts take the lead. 12-9, Colts take a lead. We'll see what the Broncos can do. They'll have 5:50 to work and 2 timeouts. 12-9, Colts take the lead. They now control the outcome of the game, depending on what the Broncos do. Touchdown for the Broncos wins it. A field goal keeps it at a tie. Commercial break right now. Commercial break. When we come back on, it'll be the Broncos getting kicked off to, and we'll see what they can do with the ball. They got to hit a field goal to keep it tied, or they got to score a touchdown to win. Anything short, Broncos win, or Colts win. At least you play the Jags and Jets after the Chargers. Yeah, fair enough. Should help you out quite a bit. At least get your team right. Ten sacks combined, 4 picks combined. What an ugly game. Sheesh.
Just in case you're just streaming in.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Let's see how the Broncos respond.
Yes.
I think it'll play out. These are two pretty good defenses, too.
Yes.
I think it's a combination of bad offense against.
So in order to keep this going, the Broncos need a field goal to win. They need anything more than a field goal.
Good defense.
Very good defense. Yeah. Yeah. But it's not. I mean, it feels
Big
like
moment.
a terrible offense, right? I mean, the booing.
What do you mean it feels like?
First and 10 at the 25. Here come the Broncos. Dun 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 dun.
306 for Indy and 305 for Denver. Wilson.
Play action. Dumps it off on a screen.
Room for Gordon.
25 gets a little bit of a hole. Oh, shit. All the way to the 48, 49 of Denver.
With a screen pass here.
Our last final 6 are the Ravens, Chiefs, Cardinals, Rams, Chiefs, Oh, Jesus. That sucks. Yeah, playoffs ain't going to be something you guys should think about much.
Linebackers actually get depth, and then the lineman kind of.
Especially without Javonte Williams. I don't know. Gordon looked all right.
So a nice job of.
But without Javonte, that might be difficult. He seems to have been your guys' kind of like life pulse on that team. Yeah, Ven, me too. I didn't think this was going to go to overtime, but here we are. Come on, Russ. Cook. End this game. End it. Oh, damn. They caught the Judy, man.
Rodgers makes the tackle there at the 14.
I almost said a nickname that would have probably got me into debatable trouble.
With Sutton on one side, see Cam
I'm glad I added the D-man at the end of that word.
picks up Jerry Judy, who was in that condensed formation, and Russell Wilson off the mat, back-to-back plays. So
Who, Russell Wilson? Because he's an annoying fucking cornball.
hitting the coverage and then throwing to an open
But he's incredibly clutch. There's like weird parts of Russell Wilson that make zero sense. But right now he's not overthinking playing quarterback. He's just doing his thing, which is he's actually pretty good in moments like this, I will say. He's like annoyingly clutch. It is what it is. I think he's got like a 6-5, maybe 6-5-1 record in overtime games in the NFL. Which is a pretty solid indicator that you're pretty good in overtime. And in big must win moments, you're pretty good for the most part.
3 for 13 on the
He's got this game as a tie anyway. As long as he doesn't throw a bad pick here.
Gilmore's on Sutton this time. Keep it on the ground.
Oh man, that was close. 3rd and 2. Gordon flipped through the air on that one.
So, third
Down to the 6. 3rd and 2 at the 6 for the Broncos.
Grover Stewart
Probably just try to run and get a first down here and get goal
Gordon goes up and over McLeod.
at the 4. For it being such a lame game early on, it's not a bad little finish here with the overtime.
2. Clock rolling. 3:18, 3:17. Gordon resets on the right
All right.
side.
Oh no, they didn't get the first. Oh no. What a difficult decision now for the Broncos. You might as well just kick it. I mean, do you go for it or do you go for the tie on 4th and 1 at the 5? You got to get 1 yard. Oh shit, they're gonna go for it. All right.
Will they snap it is the question. I'm just trying to draw them off. 4th and 1.
Unless this is get him the jump play.
Colts call a timeout.
Yep.
Colts took a timeout.
The aggressive approach there by
Well, Hackett's been under the gun, I mean,
It'll be 4th and 1 at the Indy 5 here after a timeout and 2:38 remaining in the overtime.
to win the game he hired.
This is a big play. If the Colts can hold, they win.
Assistant coach for a lot of years, was the associate head coach in Baltimore, worked under John Harbaugh, special teams, hired him to kind of work on clock management and just have a a veteran in the house.
Sure. And I think you can see Coach Rosberg there, his face. I think if you're going to go for it, and Russell Wilson hurries to the line, and then he stands over the line, and he's barking out the call, it almost defeats the purpose of what you're trying to do instead of just going and snapping and having to play. And it gave the Colts time to be able to get that timeout and regroup.
Well, the Broncos did not go for it in the opener at Seattle on 4th down. They do here, or at least line up.
All right, here we are. 4th and 1, biggest play of the game. Can Russell Wilson convert? Don't know why he's in the shotgun here. Swear to God, Javante's tank ass would be... Yeah, he would just run it forward. Now the Broncos take a timeout here at 4th and 1 with at the Indy 5. This might be them sending out the field goal unit.
Well, you thought NFL games were much faster than college games until tonight, right?
I did through the first 3 weeks.
Right.
I don't really know what they're doing.
I was enjoying it.
You think the easy plan would just be kick it?
All right, what's your call here? What do you think? What do you see?
Oh, I mean,
Get yourself out of a loss.
Under center, you go with Gordon up the middle. You just trust it; they're going to win. I like him on the edge. I love giving him a chance with his feet.
Will the Broncos ever run a play?
Can never go wrong with.
Yeah, I mean, Wilson, don't you?
4th and 1 at the Indy 5. Eventually, we'll see this play.
You're here to win it. You don't want to just get.
There was a Super Bowl where a lot of people thought he should roll out.
Yeah.
You know what happened?
Shotgun formation.
4th and 1.
2 receivers up top, 1 at the bottom. Russell's going to throw it. Why are they throwing it?
Slides, fires,
Incomplete. Colts win. Colts win. And the Colts somehow win this game in overtime. Nobody hit a single touchdown in the game. Not one singular touchdown was scored. And one of the most boring games I've ever watched is finally over. Holy moly. I'm sorry, Jose. That makes it even worse. It makes a bad game worse if you're a Broncos fan. Oof. Good thing I picked the Colts to win this game in my pick'em this week. And Noah can tell me I didn't. Woo! Hilarious ending, too. God damn, they should have just kicked it. At least they'd get the tie. Plus, I don't know, maybe they throw a pick or something on the next drive. Yeah, Russ should have ran it there. That should have been a run for a first down. Have a good night, Kenny, or Barry. Yeah, what a weird ending to that game. But overall, what a miserable ass game. That was probably the first time in NFL history where we had 2 quarterbacks who played in multiple Pro Bowls or been voted to multiple Pro Bowls where there was just no touchdowns thrown or scored. Not a single touchdown was scored in that game. That's incredible to me. There was 4 field goals for one team and 3 for the other. That's the breakdown of scoring. And that's pretty crazy. Yeah, it was cool to see Gilmore win the game, you know, kind of break things up and be a big part of it. Colts should trade for Love. It probably wouldn't be the worst thing. Someone had to win it. It was the Colts. One of the most entertaining games. Yeah, that was really bad. I'm glad it's over. Yeah, I'm tired, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually pretty freaking tired. I'm probably not gonna be live for much longer. That was a chore to finish that game. Let me tell you. Thank you to everyone who stuck through it and hung out through that game. Yeah, I don't know how you guys stayed and watched it either. Kudos to all of us. I think we all should get a reward. an award, a reward. I think either one works in that context. You just got to throw an N at the on one of them A's for it to sound right. I don't know. We'll be live again tomorrow though, so that'll be pretty fun. We'll have more of like we'll probably do a gaming stream or something. I don't know. Kind of feeling like doing something fun, something different than just like sports talk and sports and blah 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 blah. I could play a sports game, but that'd be a little different too. I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's super pressing right now. Mainly because I just want to go to bed in the next like 40 minutes. Like I don't want to be up too late tonight. I'm pretty tired right now. Had a long couple weeks. I'm not getting a lot of sleep. I'm gonna go get like 8 hours tonight. But I'll stay live for a little bit. Probably give it another few minutes. There's like nothing to take away from that game other than neither of those two teams can play offense right now. And I don't even know if they have good defenses. Well, the Broncos seem to have a pretty good defense, very underrated defense, at the very least. But if not, all right, I think I'm gonna wrap it up then, guys. If we're all set. Again, thank you to everyone who came out and hung out tonight. It was a very fun stream. We accomplished not really too much. We just kind of bullshit around about a football game being pretty bad. Yeah, it was a decent worst game of the season. Worst game in a long time, I would actually argue. It is probably arguable that this is one of the worst games I've ever seen. Yeah, it was a great stream, fun stream. We had 32 likes, so I appreciate that as long as they're all legitimate. We had over, like 700 views. Pretty good. Overall, pretty successful. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Very kind. Again, if you don't tune in to tomorrow or Saturday is the preview stream, so that's always a fun stream. Of course, we have Sunday where we'll have the Patriots-Lions and Sunday Night Football. And then Monday, we'll have Monday Night Football and yada, yada, yada. Just more of a, just kind of a, we do prime times, and Monday's more of a, if we'll just do from halftime forward. And yeah. All right. Well, that just about wraps her up tonight, guys. I appreciate it. Great stream. Thank you guys for making it a fun one. Tomorrow it'll either be a gaming stream or it'll just be a hangout stream. I'm not 100% certain yet. More than likely gaming. I haven't gamed in a while. So. All right. Peace out. You guys have a great rest of your night. Thank you again for a fun stream. It was fun. Again, it doesn't need to have a ton of people talking or hanging out. Just, if you're here, say a few words. But all right. I'll see you guys when I see you next. Hopefully it's tomorrow. If not, maybe Saturday. If not, maybe Sunday. If not, whenever I see you next, I'll see you. Go Lions. Go Tigers. And of course, it's always go Patriots. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye-bye.